Good afternoon, and welcome to our first episode of Trojan Talk with head football coach Jackson Arnett. I'm Jay Turner. Trojan Talk will become a weekly feature of BCHS Live on Thursdays at 6 p.m. It's being televised on EPB Channel 19, SCRTC Channel 97, and also on BCHS YouTube, Twitter, and Facebook Live. Thanks for joining us, and tonight we're going to take a 2018 look at this year's Barren County Trojans. Well, Coach, it's here. Friday night, first ball game against Casey County, and brand new stadium. Been a lot of hype, a lot of positive vibes. Community's excited, fans are excited, and I think, well, this being my 23rd consecutive year of broadcasting Trojan football on the radio, I don't think I've ever seen so much excitement about a football program.
Yeah, it's I mean, there's no other way to describe it. It's here. It's exciting, and I was telling someone the other day, the year before I got here last year, I coached in a semi-state game at Corbin, and this had the same. There's just the same kind of buzz around this week. It just kind of reminded me of that, and obviously not the same caliber of game, but it's that same feel. You know what I'm saying? That same buzz around town, people coming up and talking to you, asking you if you're ready, this, that, and the other. So it's exciting for me. I love that.
I know we've seen some new T-shirts floating around that has a new beginning. We've seen some that has "This is our house."
Right. Yeah. That was kind of what we started. We started breaking it down to "Never Again" and then "Our House," and that's kind of been our motto. We don't ever want to go back to where we were. We want to just always move forward, never look back. And when we say never look back, we remember who laid this down for us and the foundation that was built. But this is the 2018 team, and we're trying to make our own history.
Well, I know you probably don't want to go back to last season, but we were the Road Warriors last year. Of course, the new stadium was being built. All the games were on the road. We had 9 seniors in those 11 weeks that we played on the road. Not the season that you'd hoped for, but still had some younger players that got some valuable experience for you.
Yeah, I mean, it's made us better this year. If nothing, you don't like to lose, but it made us hungry. I talked to the guys today after practice in the locker room. I said, look, guys, nobody has been through as much as we've been through. Nobody. And they all was like, you're right. And so I started talking to them about handling adversity, and they kind of understand, well, we have been through a lot. We can handle anything. If we can handle what all happened last year, then there's nothing we can't do.
Well, let's talk about the offseason this year and how that went for you and the team. I know you had some sort of boot camp this summer. Is that right?
We did. We had a 2.5-day boot camp. We had some guys from the Army recruiter post in Bowling Green come down, and we spent the night in the JROTC building Wednesday night and Thursday night. And the Army guys came in about 5 o'clock on Thursday morning, beating, banging, blowing whistles, air horns, waking them up. And it was just 2 straight days of, it was physically difficult, but it was team building. We had leaders emerge, and, man, it was great. It was great for us. It was a great way to start practice, and we got better because of it.
Well, I know you scrimmaged Webster County last Friday night, and I think we scored, 5 or 6 touchdowns. Saw a lot of improvement, especially on defense.
Yeah, we brought back Coach Muse, Tommy Muse. He's calling the defense, and give him all the credit in the world. He's good at what he does, very detailed, very good with the kids, and he does a great job with them, and they've responded to him. And, we've changed our philosophy a little bit, and man, we've just really sold out to it, and we've got a lot of good athletes on defense.
And I know it seemed like we tackled better, too. I know last year we had a lot of trouble tackling players, but saw a little improvement with that in that scrimmage on Friday night.
Yeah, I mean, we tackle every day. I was bound and determined this year we're gonna try to make tackles, and we got to get to the ball, rally to the ball, and that's been my biggest thing. We got to get to the ball, and if somebody does, God forbid, miss a tackle, we got to have 10 other guys rallying to the ball right behind him to make it for him. So, we've gotten a lot better at that. It's not one-on-one anymore, and if he misses it, they're gone. I feel like we do a good job rallying and getting to the ball.
And I know on the offensive side, it looked like we were able to run the ball more. We didn't pass a whole lot, but we ran it quite a bit.
Yeah, we, did completely. it's a completely different look on offense. It looks like we're a lot of the same stuff, and a lot of it is, but it's a different mindset. It's a very physical, downhill, we're gonna hammer you and then we'll throw it kind of thing. And I think I got a little impatient last year, just trying to do this, do that, and we'd get down quick, and I felt like we had to throw. And I just did a lot of self-reflecting too, and then went and looked back at our team. We've got a team that can throw it if we have to, but we want to run the ball. I mean, there's no secret to it. We want to run the ball.
How's practice gone this week, with it being the first game tomorrow night?
We had a good week of practice. We had 4 really good days. We had the best run through today that we've had since I've been here. Don't know what that means really, but we've had a good week. So we're prepared. I think the kids are ready and they're prepared.
Talk about what you see as the strengths of this team and maybe some things we might need to improve on as the season goes on.
Well, there's leadership. We've got some leaders and people rally behind them. And if I had to pick a strength, I'd say it's us up front. I think we're pretty good up front both ways. And that's what you want to be good at, in my opinion. So, we've got a lot of returning starters who are juniors, both ways. We've got one of the best defensive tackles in the area, Cameron Hurt, on defense. I mean, there's some guys up front both ways that can really play and really, really get after it.
And that was my next question about the personnel on this team and who'll be playing in key roles this year, and with still having a rather young squad, but the numbers have picked up. You had, 43 players last year to finish the season. This year you've got around 60.
Yeah, we just bumped over 60 this week. I think we're at 63 now. We had some new guys join last week, and, that's kind of always been my policy, they're on the team. They're not dressing this week, but they're going to start stepping in, and they'll eventually get their equipment. But yeah, there's a lot more buy-in. I mean, the kids have just really bought into what we're selling them. And, they've lifted hard. They've worked really hard. I just can't get over how hard they've worked. Things are, and it doesn't always go good for them, but they rally and they stick together.
You've also expanded your coaching staff. You've got several new faces on your coaching staff, but you've got some familiar faces as well.
Yeah, we didn't lose anyone. We only gained. So very much familiarity there. We added Tommy Muse, defense coordinator. We brought on Chad Eaton, receivers coach. Kelly Maxey coaches our running backs. He's a former coach at Glasgow Middle School. Does a great job with our backs, and then my brother Lincoln Arnett coaches our quarterbacks, and he's done a good job so far. They've all been just extremely. I said that I wanted 4 guys going into the offseason. I wanted to hire 4 guys, and I went 4 for 4. So I got really lucky, and luckily knew some of them, had some connections with them, and got them back, and I'm very happy with our coaching staff.
I'm going to miss Lincoln on the sideline this year. He was our sideline reporter for radio last year, and I know you'd rather have him helping you coach, so it's good that you've got him assisting you as well.
Yeah, he we don't get to aggravate each other about what questions we're going to ask or all that this time, but he's done a really good job. He was really he kind of struggled at first just because he's new to coaching. But, man, he's really worked hard and picked it up. And it's hard to work for your brother, I'm sure. So but he's accepted the role and the responsibility, and he's done a great job.
Well, we're going to take a break, and we'll come back with more Trojan talk. We'll run down the schedule for this year, and we'll talk about some other things as well. We'll continue Trojan talk in just a moment.
You're watching BCHS Live on YouTube, Facebook, or Twitter. BCHS Live is a student-led live online video production program started in 2015 by 4 BCHS freshmen. The BCHS Live program is here to showcase everything going on at BCHS, from athletics to special events and opportunities to ceremonies and celebrations. The BCHS Live program is here to show everyone in our community what BCHS is all about, and with 3 major online outputs of our broadcasts, we truly live up to our motto: everything BCHS, anywhere you want it.
The Burgundy Media Network, or BMN for short, is a network of Barren County High School's three major media outlets: 88.7 FM, Trojan Radio, BCHS Live, and the Trojan Times school newspaper. As a whole, we are determined to provide you with BCHS news, sports, and interest like never before. Check out our weekly newscast broadcasted every Friday from within Barren County High School, or check out our website at barrenschools.com/BMN. From all of us to you, we thank you for your support of all things BCHS. The Trojan Thread School Spirit Store is the #1 place to find any and all things BCHS, with a wide selection of clothes including hoodies, t-shirts, long-sleeve shirts, and polos, to everyday items including pens, pencils, notebooks, and stickers, to jewelry including earrings, necklaces, bracelets, and wristbands. So stop by the Trojan Thread Store any weekday from 8 a.m. to 11 a.m. or during any home varsity basketball game. The Trojan Thread School Spirit Store, keeping Barren County in style.
Heading into the second year from an approximate 12-year hiatus, the Trojan Times has an all-new look and an all-new approach to bringing you BCHS happenings. We are an entirely student-based publication working more than ever this year to inform you with BCHS happenings. I'm Brennan Crane, Editor-in-Chief, and I can say that we are thrilled to showcase BCHS in a whole new way. You can find us on Facebook, Twitter, Instagram, and Snapchat at BC Trojan Times. You won't want to miss this. Go BC!
Back with more Trojan Talk. This is our first episode of Trojan Talk. We'll be doing this every Thursday night at 6 o'clock, and we're broadcasting live here tonight from the brand spanking new Trojan Stadium, the Trojan Field back behind us here. And, Coach, I don't know how you could have any better backdrop than what we've got here.
That's what I thought when I first walked in. I was like, that looks pretty good. This is a pretty cool setup here.
Well, let's talk about the schedule. It's changed a little bit. Bowling Green, South Warren, those powerhouses in Class 5A that we've had to contend with for several years now. Both teams have won state championships in 5A and 4A. They're no longer on the schedule, as we're not going to compete in the district this year. And this is also our last year in Class 5A, so to speak, as we move up to 6A next season. Let's talk about the new schedule, team by team. We'll leave Casey County for last, since that's their opponent tomorrow night. We'll talk more about them more in depth, and so we'll leave them for last. We've got 7 home games on the schedule and 3 away games this year, and we'll start out with next week's game against Allen County Scottsville. Brad Hood and company, they lost 16 seniors. They lost their quarterback and several other key players. Yeah,
they did, but they're still going to be Allen County. They'll be physical. Brad, good buddy of mine, does a great job. He, they're always going to be physical. And, it's going to be another good test for us.
And then 2 weeks from tomorrow night, we take our first road game to Adair County. And, of course, they're coached by Clay Stevens. They returned several players. They were kind of young last year, too. And probably a game that we should have won.
Game we should have won, but, again, made us hungry. And we ought to be prepared for that one. We've been on the road just a couple times, so that one won't be, at least we won't have to get up at 7 o'clock again and play on Saturday morning. At least we can play on a Friday night. Yeah.
Monroe County, your alma mater, Billy Joe Murphy, the coach there. That will be coming up on September the 7th. And they lost some key players in Ty Mink, their quarterback, and also Billy Michael Dyer. But they do have a couple other players that return for them.
Yeah, they've got some guys back. They've got a good – they'll be more of a prototypical Monroe County team, when I was there and for a few years after me, we kind of got into throwing the ball a little more. But before me, there was a lot of, ISO, trap, power, lead, that kind of thing. And I feel like that's what they're going to be more of. They got some good backs, a couple good players out on the edge. So
I think Braden Murphy and Landon Stinson, a couple of players that we'll probably see over there or over here when we play them on September the 7th. It's also the night that the 1988 Trojan football team will be recognized. 30 years. I think they won the district championship that year. They went 8-2, and our principal at Barren County High, Brad Johnson, was a member of that 88 squad, and so they'll be recognized that night when we play the Falcons.
Yeah, it should be a good night. Should be a fun one.
September the 14th, the Greenwood Gators. They've got a new coach this year, William Howard. He was a former head coach here at Barren County at one time, and they'll be coming here on September the 14th. They lost their quarterback, Jackson Adams. Seems like that some of these teams were playing, they've lost their quarterback who probably started 3 or 4 years for them.
Yeah, Greenwood's going to be Greenwood. They're going to do what they're going to do and be physical. So that'll be another game where we'll really have to really step it up physically to win that game.
Right. It used to be a district team that we played. September the 22nd, that'll be on a Saturday. Brand new team on the schedule. I don't know that we've ever played them in football before. The Ballard Memorial Bombers. And that will be a trip. Are you going to go the night before?
No, we'll leave on Saturday. I've only seen them on film. I watched them play on film when I was at Corbin when we was getting ready for Casey County. So that's the only time I don't know much about them other than in the past they seem like they've scored a lot of points.
Yeah. I was looking at some of their information. They were 3-8 last year. They averaged 38 points a game. They gave up 53 points a game. Their 3 wins, they averaged 66 points a game. They scored 74 in one game last year. It was 74-70. They beat Crittenden County 74-70 in that game. So you talk about some, I don't know. Yeah. And they only lost 5 players, and I think they're a 2A team. Is that right?
Right.
Okay. All right, we'll come back home on Friday, September the 28th. Back home against Taylor County. They lost 14 seniors off that team, but they do return some key players.
Yeah, that's arguably the toughest game on our schedule. I mean, they've got a lot of skill guys. They're going to be pretty good again.
And then, of course, the next week we're on fall break, so we'll be off that week, October the 5th. We'll come back on Friday, October the 12th. Another new team on the schedule. We'll be hosting the Clinton County Bulldogs.
Clinton County, they'll be another team that's physical. I know they've got a really good quarterback. Other than that, I don't know much about them.
Just a couple of notes on them. They were 6-3 last year. Of course, they don't play in the district, and I don't think they have ever played in the district, have they? Averaged 44 points a game last year, and they beat Caverna 70-25. That was one of their wins last year. Senior night, October the 19th on a Friday against, a team that we beat last year, Grayson County. They were 1-9 and lost 12 seniors, but they do have some players coming back for them.
Yeah, I mean, they'll be better. We played them last year, and we won. We still didn't play our best game, but we won. They were down to their, 4th, 5th, or 6th quarterback. I'm not even sure. So they'll be better. They'll be a much improved team.
And then we'll close out the season on the 26th of October. We'll go on the road to Edmondson County, and they lost several players off that team. Yeah,
another game I felt like we should have won. Just to be honest, I felt like we should have won that game. I think youth got us there. And should be good to be some of our guys' last game. So with no playoffs behind it, we can go ahead and play as hard as we can and play everyone the whole time and just go for broke.
And I know we lost to them 21-0. That game was at Warren Central, and that was senior night and homecoming.
0-0 going into the fourth quarter.
Going in the fourth quarter. Well, let's go back and talk about our opponent coming up tomorrow night, Casey County, the Rebels, a team that they thumped us pretty good up in Liberty last year. They only lost 2 games. Last year, one of those games, they lost to Corbin, a team you're very familiar with, 35-14. The other loss was to Powell County, 44-41, in the second round of the Class 3A playoffs. And then 2 years ago, they were also 10-2, and they lost to Corbin in the third round of the Class 3A playoffs. And they've got some key players that return, including their quarterback, Austin Campbell, their running back, Preston Tucker. I think he scored 5 touchdowns against us last year. I can't remember exactly, but those 2 guys you'll have to contain and to have a chance to win that game.
Yeah, they lost some guys up front, but they're still going to be good and physical. They are a team who's, like you said, in the last 3 years they've only lost to 2 teams. They've lost, I think, 6 games in 3 years, and 5 of them were to Corbin, 1 to Powell County. So, I mean, it's a team that knows how to win, and they're not going to fold. I feel good about us matching up with them athletically. offensively, we should have scored, I think several times last year. And again, I feel like youth got us, and so I feel good there. And then defensively, we're just so much improved. We got to stop Preston Tucker, and we got to stop their little receiver, and that's really the key to it. That's what you got to do.
Right, and you talk about the team being excited about this new stadium and having more players out, and you've got to feel like you've got some momentum going into tomorrow night's game.
Well, we just want to go 1-0 every week, and our kids are hungry. I'm not saying that means we're going to go out and win the game or do this or do that. It just means that they're hungry, and I think that we're improving day by day. And I tell our kids that, if you just keep improving, the wins will come. Don't know when, don't know where. It could be tomorrow night. It could be, whenever. But just, and the biggest thing I talked to them about this week was, new field, new stadium, big atmosphere. So what? You're still playing football. Mm-hmm. Act like you're playing in the backyard. There's just fake grass and people here to watch. So we've been through enough adversity the last year that I feel comfortable with our guys handling it.
And that had to have been tough, getting on a bus week after week after week and going on the road for every game.
Pretty hard. It was a grind. It was a very long season. And, winning cures all ails, but going on the road 10 weeks in a row for home games even, it's tough.
Mm-hmm. Well, let's hope we get a big crowd out tomorrow night for this first game, and hopefully the weather will cooperate. I think there's a chance of rain in the forecast, but kind of the scattered variety, I believe. So, we hope to get as many people out to support the Trojans tomorrow night.
I encourage everyone that, forget the weather, come out and enjoy a good high school football game. See two teams that really like to compete and get after it come play, and it should be a really fun environment. Be at the Trojan Walk at 5:30.
Yep. Coach, thanks for being on, and we look forward to doing this every week, every Thursday night at 6 o'clock, and good luck to tomorrow night's game, and we'll see you tomorrow.
Thank you.
All right. Coach Jackson Arnett, and hope to have you out tomorrow night. If you can't make it out to the game, you can join me along with John Butler, Robert Bauer, new sideline reporter Chad Withrow. For the broadcast, we'll have it on 103.7 Nash Icon and online at espnky.com and also on BCHS Live as well. That's Trojan Talk for this week. Again, join us every Thursday night at 6 o'clock here on EPB Channel 19, also SCRTC 97, and BCHS Live under YouTube, Facebook, or Twitter. For Coach Jackson Arnett and the entire Barren County High Live crew from the video production class, I'm Jay Turner. Thanks for watching. And here's if you had a chance to talk to Coach Arnett here in the last couple of minutes.
I did, Jay, and he's very excited along with the players. He said, the key to this game is not turning the ball over, winning the field position, and just trying to be more physical than they are. He felt like last year they out-physicaled us, but he thinks this year we'll be right there with them as far as the physicality.
Well, Casey County is under third-year coach Steve Stonebreaker. They finished 10-2 last season. Their losses to Corbin, 35-14. Powell County, 44-41 in the second round of the Class 3A playoffs. They compete in the same district with Corbin, Bell County, Jackson County, and McCreary Central. The Rebels have had two back-to-back 10-2 seasons. They defeated the Trojans last year up at Liberty by a score of 50-7. Running back Preston Tucker, who returns this season, scored 5 touchdowns in that game, and Tucker had nearly 1,600 yards and scored 26 touchdowns last year. Also returning his quarterback Austin Campbell, who passed for 349 yards in that win over the Trojans last season. Campbell threw for almost 2,400 yards and 22 touchdowns and only had 9 interceptions throughout the entire season. They're ranked number 11 in the preseason Class 3A poll. Of course, Campbell and Tucker will be the two players the Trojans will need to contain tonight.
Yeah, and next year they move into Glasgow moves up into 3A, and so I don't think they'll be in the same particular district. But yeah, this is a good football team. I was really impressed last year. Offensively, very, very skilled. I love the schemes that they had last year. They utilized that big running back Tucker, who's big and physical, but boy, they threw the ball extremely well, and that's kind of the MO with this coach since he's been there. Casey County is not known as they're definitely not St. X or Danville or Boyle County. They're not known to have the real strong football teams at that level, but they have got a nice little run together. They've got most of their better players back, and if you want to know have we improved, well, last year they blew us out, and that's plain and simple. I mean, it was a no contest game. We'll see if we're better by how this game goes. You'd have to think Casey County is a favorite, pretty considerable favorite. Be nice to see if we can compete with them and see if how much we've improved from last year, because it will take I think it'd take a really good effort for us to be highly competitive with them, much less win. But you never know, with new players, new scheme, enthusiasm. I think we're going to be highly, highly charged and emotional, and that works for a while. But after that, that runs out. Then you just got to play football. So we'll see how it goes tonight. But I'm looking forward to it.
This pregame report is brought to you by CPC Commodities. Don't miss CPC's 14th annual Fall Field Day on Thursday, September 6th. We'll come back with more of a pregame report here from Trojan Field, the brand new Trojan Stadium, after this break as you're following Trojan football on 103.7 Nash Icon.
Connecting with old friends and remembering the days of being back in high school can be an amazing experience, and that's what the Barren County Alumni Association is all about. With the annual recognition of the Barren County Hall of Honor program, monthly reminders, and a yearly magazine, the Barren County Alumni Association specializes in connecting past classmates while informing the past alumni of Barren County High of current events going on at BCHS. Go online to barrenschools.com to join today.
You're watching BCHS Live on YouTube, Facebook, or Twitter. BCHS Live is a student-led live online video production program started in 2015 by 4 BCHS freshmen. The BCHS Live program is here to showcase everything going on at BCHS, from athletics to special events and opportunities to ceremonies and celebrations. The BCHS Live program is here to show everyone in our community what BCHS is all about, and with 3 major online outputs of our broadcasts, we truly live up to our motto: everything BCHS, anywhere you want it.
The Burgundy Media Network, or BMN for short, is a network of Barren County High School's 3 major media outlets: 88.7 FM, Trojan Radio, BCHS Live, and the Trojan Times school newspaper. As a whole, we are determined to provide you with BCHS news, sports, and interest like never before. Check out our weekly newscast broadcasted every Friday from within Barren County High School, or check out our website at barrenschools.com/BMN. From all of us to you, we thank you for your support of all things BCHS. Did you know that Barren County sports teams only receive $250 in yearly funding? So how is each team able to function and stay updated with modern equipment and uniforms? Through the help of the Barren County Athletic Booster Club. The BCHS Athletic Booster Club is the #1 way to help contribute to the student athletes that give Barren County athletics the upbeat reputation it holds. You can help contribute to the student athletes of BCHS today by contacting the boosters on Facebook at facebook.com/BCHS Booster. Let the student athletes of tomorrow shine by donating to the BCHS Athletic Booster Club today. Trojan Thread School Spirit Store is the #1 place to find any and all things BCHS, with a wide selection of clothes including hoodies, t-shirts, long-sleeve shirts, and polos, to everyday items including pens, pencils, notebooks, and stickers, to jewelry including earrings, necklaces, bracelets, and wristbands. So stop by the Trojan Thread Store any weekday from 8 a.m. to 11 a.m. or during any home varsity basketball game. The Trojan Thread School Spirit Store, keeping Barren County in style.
Heading into the second year from an approximate 12-year hiatus, the Trojan Times has an all-new look and an all-new approach to bringing you BCHS happenings. We are an entirely student-based publication working more than ever this year to inform you with BCHS happenings. I'm Brennan Crane, Editor-in-Chief, and I can say that we are thrilled to showcase BCHS in a whole new way. You can find us on Facebook, Twitter, Instagram, and Snapchat at BC Trojan Times. You won't want to miss this. Go BC!
Get through this game with rain-free. A lot of games around the area tonight on this first night of the season. South Central Bank, small enough to know you, big enough to help. It's Greene County taking on Washington County tonight. The Big Fork Bank Bowl up at CU.
Yes, the Dragons open up against Washington County. It's been good the last few years, but I'll have to go with Washington County.
Washington County, all right. Monroe County, Trigg County. I had an update on that score a little bit ago. Monroe County was up 12-0 at the half over Trigg County.
That's right. They started
Scotty Bowl.
They started at 5, didn't they?
Yes.
Yes.
Glasgow takes on Russellville in the second game tonight.
I think the Scotties are going to be extremely good this year.
Yes, I think so too. South Warren against Hopkinsville down in Hopkinsville at the Jerry Claiborne Bowl.
South Warren.
No doubt on that one. Todd Central at Breckenridge County.
Rarely do I pick Todd Central. But I'm picking Todd Central because I don't think Breckenridge, they may not have won a game last year.
No, right. Edmonson County's at Caverna.
I'm going with Edmonson County.
Franklin Simpson at Elizabethtown.
I'm going with E-Town, even though Franklin Simpson was a state 5A champion, 4A champion.
4A last year.
But I think E-Town beat them last year.
Yeah. And Clinton County's at Fort Knox.
Oh, boy. I'm going with Clinton. I don't know why, but I am.
All right. Grayson County hosts Hancock County.
Hancock County.
Let's see who else we got. LaRue County hosting Marion County.
Oh.
And Logan County hosting Butler County.
Logan.
And Warren East is at Portland, Tennessee.
I scouted Portland, Tennessee a couple weeks ago, and I like Warren East.
And then we got some games tomorrow. Allen County Scottsville is taking out Adair County up at Campbellsville University.
Allen.
And so is Metcalfe County playing Campbellsville.
Campbellsville.
Bowling Green and Central Hardin at the Rafferty's Bowl at WKU.
That could be a good one.
And Hart County at Taylor County tomorrow.
Yeah, I like the Cardinals.
So that's a look at games around the area. And we're going to come back and we'll take a look at the starting lineups of tonight's game in just a moment. It's the Trojans in Casey County here at the brand new Trojan Field. And you're following the Trojans on 103.7 Nash Icon.
Do we have another mini HDMI cord somewhere? Because I think that's the problem. I didn't hear that. What?
Ladies and gentlemen, would you please welcome our very own Barren County High School dance team.
Okay, this fucking HDMI cord. Tell me. What?
Sexy ladies want part with us, yo. Shake, shake that thing, miss. Can I shake that thing, miss? Da-da-da-da. Jody and Rebecca, woman, get busy. Just shake that booty non-stop when the beat drop. Just keep swinging it, get jiggy. Get drunk up, percolate anything you want. Because it's oscillating for the sexy ladies. What?
The kind of beat that go boom.
Sexy ladies, what? Sexy ladies, what? Ladies and gentlemen, would you please rise? Gentlemen, is our next Barren County High School Army JROTC. Tonight's color guard is Cadet Lieutenant Alex Johnson, Cadet Sergeant First Class Will Pointer. Playing our national anthem this evening is our Barren County High School Marching Band under the direction of Dr. Kip Crowder.
Throw as we take a look at tonight's starting lineups, and they're brought to you by SCRTC. Get things started with SCRTC's fast and reliable internet speeds today. For Casey County, their starting offense, the linemen are Logan Combs, 5'10", 155 senior, Brigham Floyd, 6'1", 265 senior, Trenton Gibson, 6', 275 a junior, Gabe Singleton, 5'10", 275 a senior, Charles Grider, 6', 285 a senior. Receivers are Reese Brown, 5'11", 155 a junior. Adam Price, 5'11", 155 a junior. Hayden Baston, 5'10", 165 a junior. Tight end is Zach Todd, 5'11", 210 a senior. Running back is Preston Tucker, 6', 220 a senior. The quarterback is Austin Campbell, 6'2", 170 a senior. And the kicker is Nick Wilkerson, 5'10", 155 a senior. On defense for the Rebels, the linemen are Andrew Mercer Long, 5'11", 225 a senior. Keith Keegan Hansford, 6'270", a junior. Charles Grider. Also, Josh Blevins will be a linebacker, 6'1", 185", a junior, along with Ethan Ammons, 5'11", 230", a senior. Ethan Parton, 6'2", 175", a junior. And A.J. Glenn, 5'11", 220", a senior. Also, the defensive backs, Reese Brown, Adam Price, Nate McGowan, 5'10", 165", junior, and Colin Iskey, 5'10", 155", a junior. Head coach is Steve Stonebreaker. For the Barren County Trojans on offense, starting tonight on the offensive line will be Campbell Ross, 5'10", 184", a junior. Jordan Riddle, 5'9", 157", a junior. Hunter Wilson, 5'7", 175", a sophomore. Nolan Toohey, a 6'4", senior. And Easton Frazier, 5'10", 206", a junior. The receivers are Jackson Coots, 5'10", 127", a junior. Landon Key, 5'11", 144", senior. Jamarcus Miley, 5'11", sophomore. The running backs are Ryan Shirley, a 6-foot freshman. Gavin Withrow, 5'9", sophomore. Quarterback is Zach Johnson, 5'11", 214", a senior. And the kicker is Aiden Niken, 6'3", 185", and a freshman. The punter is Zach Johnson. For the Trojan defense, starting tackles are Cameron Hurt, 6'1", 270", a senior. Joe Bradshaw, 5'9", sophomore. The ends are Wyatt Pettigo, 6', 185", and a senior. Jericho Pope, 6'3", 200", a senior. Linebackers are Easton Frazier and Jackson Coots, along with Jake Gill, 5'11", 155", and a junior. Peyton Schartzer, 5'10", 133", a junior. The corners are Tanner Slagle, 5'7", 128", a senior. Tyler Bush, 5'11", 168", a junior. And the safety is Landon Key, a 5'7", sophomore. Jackson Arnett in his second season here at Barren County. His assistant coaches are Tommy Muse, Kelly Maxey, Chad Eaton, Lincoln Arnett, Jacob London, Scott Chapman, Chad Perkins, Josh Harlan, Denny Brand, and Victor Coleman. And that's the starters for tonight's game. We're having a coin toss right now. Brought to you by Bluegrass Check Advance. Are you left tossing coins after paying the bills? Well, heads or tails, you win with Bluegrass Check Advance, and no fees apply for first-time customers. Bluegrass Check Advance on West Main Street in Glasgow. And all of our sideline reports are brought to you by McDonald's. I'm loving it. We'll check back in with Chad Withrow in just a little bit. And the officials for tonight's game, sponsored by Express One Source, business, office, and janitorial supplies, along with school supplies. If you're not using Express One Source, you're working too hard. The officials are referee Danny Sally. The umpire is David Huffman. Linesman is Dennis Owens. Jeff Burris is the line judge. Tim Deckard, the back judge. Mojo Poors, the side judge. And the field judge is Cameron Wallace. And we'll get set for the Farmers RECC Jackie Browning Memorial opening kickoff here in just a moment with the first quarter of action, sponsored by Citizens First Bank. Come grow with us. You're listening to a broadcast at 103.7 Nash Icon, WHHT, Cave City, Glasgow, online at ESPNKY.com, and also on BCHS Live this evening. Glad to have you tuning in and listening or watching to the game if you're not out here. The captains are meeting at midfield. Trojans will be in brand new uniforms tonight.
Yeah, I like them. I like the it's burgundy on burgundy with burgundy helmets, but I really like the gold with the white trim on the numbers, and I like that number pattern.
Casey County has white jerseys, light blue numbers, and
kind of grayish white pants.
Yeah, I guess so.
Gray pants.
And Casey County has won the toss, I guess, and
they're receiving.
Will receive.
The other thing I like about the stadium is for the first time we got end zone clocks, don't we?
Yes, we do.
I don't think that did we have that last year here, or I don't think we did.
Might have had it right at the end.
Right at the end of the season, or they put them in. Of course, we weren't here.
Yeah,
last year.
Yeah,
but,
that's
right toward the end of the season, 2 years ago. Maybe the last game.
White goalposts. That's a little different. Most goalposts are gold.
Yeah. Let's go down to Chad Withrow. Chad, you're down on the turf.
Yes, sir. A lot of excitement down here. The crowd is standing. You know, we still got people coming in. The Trojans are lining up here in the tunnel, and you know, I look for a real excited bunch of kids when they come out of that tunnel.
I didn't see you down there. I'd have let you do the coin toss.
That's fine. I just wanted to be nosy.
Well, I hope it's a little cooler down there than it is up here. Of course, with the windows open, we've gotten a little warm up here, but we've got the air on.
Yeah, here they come. As you hear the crowd standing, the kids are in the tunnel. The coaches are holding them back. They're really excited.
So we're looking forward to this first game of the season tonight, the Barren County Trojans and the Casey County Rebels. Again, Trojans lost.
Gentlemen, your very own Barren County Trojans.
Basketball, so he's out for the season, which is a big loss. But other than that, I think everybody's good to go.
All right, and we've changed the sideline this year. We're on the far side instead of the near side.
Yeah, that was a good point Chad made, though. Losing Corbin Murphy, he would have. He played a lot last year as a freshman. Tight end, had really good hands. I was really impressed with him. About 6'3". Close to 6'4", and he tore his ACL this summer playing basketball, so he will be out for the year, and that's a big loss for us right there because he was a really, really good player.
We'll remind you that for the latest scores and results from middle school to high school sports at Barren County, log on to barrenschools.com, click Athletics, and then the Sports Report. And, of course, you can watch each Thursday night at 6 o'clock for Trojan Talk with Coach Jackson Arnett as we discuss Barren County High football. The show airs on EPB Channel 19, SCRTC 97. It's also on BCHS Live, YouTube, Facebook, and Twitter. And, of course, a big scrimmage here tomorrow with the WKU Hilltoppers coming to Trojan Field.
Yeah, that's been well publicized and should be a neat event. I think it starts – probably the scrimmage starts around 6, but I think there's a lot of things going on even before that time. First time I can remember.
Right.
And, of course, we have a really good partnership, Barren County does, with Western Kentucky University. I think the largest satellite part to Western is in Barren. I know they have one in Owensboro, too, up here in Glasgow, so that's a nice deal.
Reese Brown, along with – I'm trying to check out the other number.
Yeah,
Preston Tucker.
Light blue on white is not easy to see. In fairness to Jay, that's not going to be an easy thing to see. That's not Tucker over there, is it? 21.
21 is Tucker. Yes.
Okay, he's their best player.
And
here we go.
Aiden Nyken.
This is the first call of the new stadium, Jay.
It's going to kick off for the Trojans. It's going to be a short kick. And it's going to be caught at about the 22-yard line and bringing it right down the field and trying to bring him down. They finally do it about the 49-yard line. That was number 19, and that is for the Casey County Rebels. That's Ethan Ammons.
5'11", 230. He's a load, and, that was a little pooch kick, which was designed basically to give us a chance to get down there and cover it, and be honest with you, did not cover it very well. That kid's he's a load, got it all the way to the 48.
So Casey County moving left to right here in this first quarter.
They have pretty good size up front if you just look at them.
They absolutely do. And the quarterback, number 12, Austin Campbell. Got two receivers to the left. Got a man in motion. That's Tucker in the backfield going to the left side. Here's the snap to Campbell. Campbell's looking, scrambling now, in trouble, and sacked back at the 38-yard line by number 52, Campbell Ross of the Trojans.
Well, that's how you draw it up right there.
And
good coverage that time because he actually had a good time to throw that time. It's kind of a coverage sack, and then Campbell broke through there and got the tackle. Loss of, Robert, about 9 on the play?
Yep.
So that brings it back to the 39-yard line. 2 receivers left. Tucker's in the backfield with Campbell out of the shotgun. Takes a snap. Going to pitch it over to the left side. Is Tucker trying to make a sweep around left. He's going to be tackled around the 47 or 48-yard line to the far side of the field.
Yeah, that was just a simple little pitch out of the option. They got most of their yards back. Picked up about 10 on the play that time. Be 3rd and 10.
You get him out in space, he's really difficult to tackle. It's kind of like the opening play. Big guys are really hard to bring down, and that's why he was able to run for a load last year, 110 yards.
3rd and 10 for the Rebels. Got Preston to the right of Campbell. Out of the gun, he's going to roll out right. Campbell looking, throwing. The pass is going to be incomplete at the 50-yard line. Going to bring up 4th down and 10 for Casey County at the 48-yard line.
Yeah, it was good coverage that time by Jackson Coots. Would not have been a first down even if he had caught it right there. So I consider that a success. Going to force a punt.
We got a lot of returners in our secondary, too. That's something we didn't really mention. We had talked about on the offensive end, but your secondary, Jackson has played for now. This will be his 3rd year starting at that safety position.
I assume they'll punt. I mean, it's on the 48. I would assume they would push us back if they could.
19 is Ammons.
Yeah, he's the one that returned the kick.
Yeah.
This is a punt, Nate, so you need to zoom out and get the
Got Landon Neal back to receive the punt.
Yeah,
and
it's going to be a delay of game to not get the punt off.
Yeah.
You're going to have those penalties first game of the season.
Yep. It will move us back move Casey County back 5 yards.
We kind of see it. It's like a holding penalty almost to start the game. That first play, that sack, they couldn't overcome, and that's a huge stop for us. That's part of that momentum we were talking about with the excitement.
Oh, we're going to be, emotional for a while, and we'll just see if we can continue it.
Ammons back at the 30 to punt, and it's coming toward Landon Neal. He's got it 21-yard line. Going to round to the left and got a flag coming down, and he took it to about the 28 or 29-yard line.
Yeah, it's coming back. There's some illegal blocks that were on that play right there, so it's going to push us back probably inside the 20.
Right in front of the official to spring him free for a little bit of room. You can't.
2 flags on the play. It's probably the same play.
We've got the technology and the capability to wire up the guy down wearing the white hat to broadcast the penalties over the PA, but I'm not sure we got that equipped on him tonight.
Well, that'd be nice down the road. There is a lot that goes on to get a football game going, I can tell you that. And it is a hold on the Trojans. The 1st and 10 from the 15 right here. So let's defense did their job. Let's see what our first look on offense is going to be. I got a feeling, and from the scrimmage last week and talking to some people, I think you're going to see more of an emphasis this year on the running game. Is that right, Robert, you think? Or?
I hope so. We were very successful with it, and we've been preaching it for years that we just methodically need to run the football, and hopefully we can have some success with it.
Ryan Shirley in the backfield. Quarterback is Johnson out of the shotgun. Going to throw, open on the right side. Going to take it for a first down at about the 27-yard line, I believe it is, right on the far sideline. Open on the right side.
Yeah, that's a nice little play. That was a little play action. That was out of shotgun. They faked the run to Shirley that time and hit Gavin Withrow coming out of the backfield. Nice running catch, pick up of about 12.
So that's good for a Citizens' first down.
Gavin is a big pickup this year. He was a really good middle school running back and did not play his freshman year, and they got him back out here tonight, and he is something that we need. Playmaker. We have not had a lot of playmakers lately.
Got 3 receivers on the near side, one split out wide to the right. It's Johnson out of the gun. Shirley is to his left. And here's the throw coming to the near side. Withrow once again, 25, and tackled out of bounds, I believe, here on the near side, about the 28, 29-yard line.
Kind of reminds me, for people who like the NFL and like fantasy football, a little bit of Christian McCaffrey, a little bit, Gavin. Kind of similar build. Gain of 4.
Actually spotted at the 32. So be 2nd down and 6.
One thing it is, it's not hard to pick up where the ball at the line of scrimmage because the field is just, perfect, the turf and the lines and things like that. We're going to know where we are at all times.
Yep. 2nd and 6 on the 32 of the Trojans. And we've got two receivers on the near side. One split out to the right. Shirley to the left of quarterback. And what do we got here?
Delay the game. It seemed a little quick, to be honest with you, but
I'm not looking at the play clocks. It just seemed like it was a quick 25.
As a timeout, we called a timeout before that time. They're waving the penalty off. So evidently we got the timeout. Jackson was looking at the clock and got us a timeout, saved the penalty.
Take a People's Bank timeout. Timeout of your day. Join the People's Bank for their ribbon cutting and grand opening on Sunday, August 26th from 2 to 4 with their opening day on Monday, August 27th. The People's Bank on West Main Street in Glasgow. .846 to play here in the first quarter. The ball at the 32-yard line. It is 2nd down and 6 for the Trojans. Zach Johnson in the backfield, quarterback, and Caleb Spillman is split out wide to the right. Not sure what the delay is here.
I think you got Coots on the near side, too.
It's 19 over here. 19 is the one closest to the bench for the Trojans.
All right. So Jackson Coots in a wideout spot.
I think they're trying to get the clock reset. The clock ran for just a minute, not a minute, but a few seconds after the timeout was called, so they might be trying to radio up to get it reset. The problem is the coaches are on top of this building. There's no coaches in the box where the clock keeper is.
Well, it's opening night. You're going to have a little.
Just figure out how everything works.
That's exactly right. Opening night for a lot of people.
I think it's worth a few kinks. What do you think?
It is. It is. I mean, it's beautiful. I mean, it's hard to knock the facility. And what was needed the most. I've said this the last few years. It's not how it looks out there. It's the locker facilities
underneath.
And for the kids, the old locker facilities. I think there was one bathroom, in the locker room for 50 people. And it's nice, it's clean, and obviously the field is beautiful. But it's those things that I think are more important to me than anything else.
And that's what we've needed that for a long time. It's not just been a last few years thing. Those locker rooms have been subpar for a long time. And we're not on the side of the play clock either. So we're kind of left and right side. You got the PA, you got the clock keeper and everything, so we can't communicate with them either very well.
Yeah, with the new stadium, there's 2 press boxes, and we're on the actually the left side facing the field.
Get that microphone hooked up to the white hat. He can just
Let's go to Chad Withrow, see if he can tell us anything down there. Chad?
Yeah, they're wanting the clock back to 9:07. So if you've got anybody who could run down there and tell them they want it to reset to 9:07.
Okay. So that's do our math here. The 21 seconds.
21, yep.
So they need somebody to run down there and tell them to reset it. So
we got it. It's 9:07.
Okay. All right. Okay, now we'll get back to action here. And it is Zach Johnson as Coots goes in motion right, and he'll keep it as Johnson will not get anything, I don't believe. He might have got a yard, if any.
Yeah, it was a good job by Casey County because there's a little misdirection. It fooled me. I thought we'd handed it off to the receiver that time, and actually Johnson kept it, but it did not fool Casey County. Be 3rd and 5.
So we do get a yard anyway. So 3rd down 5 at the 33-yard line. And this time, I believe Spillman's on the near side. And trying to make out the number on the right. I believe that's Miley.
Coots is far side.
And Johnson takes it up the middle.
I think he got it.
Did he get it? He was at the 39. That's,
I
believe he got about a yard
He fell forward, got it right there. Yeah. I mean, he was hit about 2 yards short and fell forward, so first down Trojans. That's number 2.
So another Citizens First Bank first down for Barren County at their own 39-yard line. And the lights are starting to come on here at the new Trojan field.
Good pickup. Convert the third down into a first.
Jamarcus Miley is the wide receiver here on the near side. Got 2 split out to the right. And here is the handoff coming to Withrow, I believe. And he'll be stood up at about the 41-yard line.
Got another penalty over there. It's probably going to be it's either an offsides or it's going to be a procedure.
Missed a guy coming off the edge there. We had a free run, clear run at Gavin. Be on us. They're talking to Casey. I'd say your illegal formation's pretty popular this time of the year.
Illegal shift on the Trojans. I assume that's 5 yards, and they are going to take the penalty.
So that will bring us back.
1st and 15.
Yep. $7:43 to play here in the opening quarter. In the opening night of the 2018 season between Barren County and Casey County.
Yeah, we got lucky with the weather. And not only is it dry, but you always worry about early August, the heat. And, kind of got lucky on that one.
Landon Key is a receiver on the near side. And got Miley out to the right. And now Key goes in motion. And here's the handoff.
Fumble.
And Casey County's recovered it.
Yeah, that was Gavin that time trying to go in between the tackles. And it looked like he got hit right with the helmet right where he was carrying the ball, and the ball popped out. And that's going to put Casey County in really good field position at the 39 of Barren.
Looked like Keegan Hansford, number 70, got it for them, big interior lineman.
Puts it on the 34-yard line of the Trojans.
34, that's correct.
Yeah. 7:20 to play here in the first quarter. And now we'll see Austin Campbell back in and Preston Tucker. 2 receivers to the left and 1 to the near side. Here's a snap and a quick handoff. Tucker going off left tackle,
Touchdown.
And he's gone.
Got one guy to get him.
Yeah, and
going
to make it in.
Yep.
34-yard touchdown for Preston Tucker.
Boy, that play was well blocked right there. It was just like a little inside handoff, and boy, there was a big gap there, and he got outside and could not get him. And talk about taking advantage of a turnover. First play afterwards, touchdown.
And so they will attempt the extra point as Nick Wilkerson for the extra point try for Casey County. And here's his kick. It's up, and it hits the left side of the goalpost there. So
yeah, we'll see if that comes back to haunt them a little bit. We'll see right now.
So it stays 6-0 in favor of Casey County on a 34-yard run by Preston Tucker after a Trojan fumble. 7:09 to play here in the first quarter. And we'll do a scoreboard check brought to you by Coca-Cola. Open a Coke and enjoy the game. And right now, Monroe County leading Trigg County 20-13.
Right. Trigg's coming back.
And they've had 2 fumbles. Monroe has had 2 fumbles, and Trigg has scored off both of them. And now it's 20-20. They just now got an update. 20-20, Monroe and Trigg into the third quarter.
I think Monroe was up 20-0 at one time.
They were, yes.
Portland, Tennessee up 13-0 over Warren East.
Your scouting must not have been very good.
About Portland, Tennessee?
Yeah.
No, I thought, did I predict they would win or East would win?
You said Warren East.
Oh, okay.
So.
It's early.
Okay. We'll give you that one.
All right. Let's see if the Trojans can get a good drive going here and try to even this game up or go ahead on an extra point. 7:09 to play. 6-0 Casey. Miley and Slagle back to receive. And Wilkerson's kick, end over end, coming back all the way to the 5-yard line and bringing it up to about the 20.
It was Tanner Slagle, I believe, wasn't it? Yeah, Tanner had a kickoff that I think he returned last year. He was,
Greenwood?
Yeah, against Greenwood. He was very busy last year with that. Good coverage that time by Casey County.
Two first downs on our drive. Looked like we were marching it down the field very quickly. Turnover and 6 points for Casey County. So we've got to respond and see how far that momentum and energy and so forth can carry us tonight.
Yep, first, early in the year, and got to overcome a little adversity. So I think we got a new quarterback in this time, don't we?
Looks like Ford, yes.
Dalton Ford.
Dalton Ford.
Yep.
He'll take the snap, and he'll hand it off.
That's Zach
Johnson, and we got flags coming.
Yeah, it's going to be another illegal block that time because there was flags every way that time.
It's right at the line, but still, that'll back us up to
we moved Zach. Yeah, that time brought Dalton in. Of course, Dalton took 95% of the snaps last year and moved Zach Johnson back to running back that time. That's a hold on the Trojans. So it's either going to be 2nd and 10 or 1st and 20, and I think they're going to take the penalty. Push us back. And they are.
Puts it back on the 10-yard line.
Tough field position right here. Yeah. Tough field position.
Got Landon Key, the wide out here to the near side. And Dalton Ford takes a snap, a handoff, and not much there. A couple of yards maybe for Gavin Withrow.
Yeah, Gavin took a pretty good hit that time, and they just kind of sold out that time. Casey County just blitzed people through there. It's looked like to me a loss of a couple on the play, all the way back to the 7, isn't it?
Yes.
Loss of 2, maybe 3.
Second 22.
They brought more than we could block, that was for sure, and that's probably the right call in this situation. Make us make a play.
Three receivers here on the near side for the Trojans. One out to the right. And here is Ford back to throw, and the pass is going to be complete to Withrow. He'll break up to about the 15, maybe the 16-yard line.
Yeah, nice little throw that time. Pretty safe. And that's Gavin's, I think, 2nd catch of the night. Is that right, or 3rd?
3rd. Gain 8.
Gain of 8 on the play. Gives us a little bit more room. It's going to be 3rd and 14.
Ball placed at the 16-yard line.
So far tonight, I think it's been Gavin Withrow and Zach Johnson has had all the offensive plays right now.
Dalton Ford on 3rd and 14. Johnson's to his left out of the gun. Drops back. He's looking. He's going to put it up in the air, and it is going to be almost picked off.
Receiver fell down. Malley fell down way 20 yards upfield.
It looked like he just tripped, just completely tripped. It wasn't a slip because he's just running a go pattern. And I don't know if he got his cleats stuck in the turf or what. He just fell down. So this is not an easy first punt of the year right here. Zach Johnson is our punter. He's got his feet right on the 3, so a lot goes on to this. You know, you got to have a good snap and you got to block. Yep,
freshman long snapper.
Here's a snap, a little high, and Johnson gets it off though, and going to be fair catch call by 34 of Casey County. And that is Hayden Baston.
Punt covered about 28 yards that time, no return. So
at the 39, I guess it is.
Yeah, I guess we'll give him about 30-yard kick. Good field position again, 1st and 10 for the Rebels. From Liberty, Kentucky, Jay.
Liberty, we were up there last year.
Oh, maybe the best meal we ate all year.
Where'd we eat? I forgot. Oh.
Bread of Life.
And you didn't know if it would be good or not.
I know it. I'm always reluctant.
Never been there.
I know it. It was top.
Have you eaten there since?
No, I've not been in that vicinity, but I would drive there. It was that good.
As we go out
And let's see.
That's a touchdown.
Yeah, I can't see the number.
Number 8.
Number 8.
Number 8, that's Reese Brown.
Yeah, that's just a little swing pattern. It looked very innocent. That's why we weren't really talking about it. Just a little swing pattern. Probably the throw was not 5 yards down the field. We missed 2 tackles and touchdown Casey County.
That's on a 39-yard play, and that will make it now 12-0 Casey County. Nick Wilkerson will step in for the extra point, and it'll be Reese Brown, the holder. Snap down, kick up, and this one is good. So it is 13-0 Casey County, 5 minutes to play here in the opening quarter.
Yeah, and this is where it gets interesting for us right here. We're down 13-0, and obviously this is not the start that you want to start your season, much less it's not the start you want in a new stadium with all the buzz and, the things that have been going on here, the enthusiasm and so forth. So this is like a hit in the gut right here, and we'll kind of see what we're made of right here, because we're going to really fight back, because last year, they put it to us. They got the lead, and this coach is very, very aggressive, and we're going to have a little fight in us to stay in this right here.
They scored 50 points on a little less than 40 plays last year, and
they're on the same pace right now. They only have 1, 2, 3, 5 plays, so they got 13 points on 5 plays.
The majority of them came on that first drive where we actually stopped them, forced them out, and then back-to-back plays where we've given it back to them, scored 1 play apiece.
Yep.
And we started out great offensively, 2 first downs, and then just kind of stalled after that. So gut check time as we've gotten spun on our axis here.
Miley and is it Slagle or Neal?
I'm guessing it's Slagle.
Okay. And this kick going to the left side of the field, and will go out of bounds.
Barely at the 1,
so 1 yard line. Yeah.
So we should get it. I think it's at the 35.
Good decision to let it go out of bounds. That would have been a tough catch, but he didn't try it.
Unless they change the rule, I think it's 35, but. It is not the 35.
Yeah, I think it is.
It is the 35. Okay. 1st and 10 right here. 5 minutes. It's been a long quarter. I will say this.
Yes. We had a lot of penalties.
Penalties and a little delay with the clock.
Mm-hmm.
Scored a couple times. That stops it.
Coca-Cola scoreboard check. 10:35 to go in the ball game. Monroe County, Trigg County tied at 20 at the Scotty Bowl. Dalton Ford out of the gun. 2 receivers to the right, maybe 3 over there. I couldn't see. And handoff to Johnson. Johnson stopped at the 35-yard line.
Yeah, out of the shotgun. That was just that inside handoff. No gain. I wish I could tell people what our crowd looks like, but we don't have the angle. It's impossible for us to tell. I mean, we can't. We're not quite high enough to look down at the crowd.
Chad, you get us a head count down there next time we come down to you.
Jamarcus Miley is the receiver here on the near side, and got 1 split out to the right. Going to go under center this time. And it's Dalton Ford to the handoff. Coming to Gavin Withrow. He slips and goes down at the 35-yard line.
Now, I don't know if there's any moisture in the turf, not for sure, but at that time I think Gavin may have had some more yards if he had not slipped that time, but it's going to be 3rd and 10.
That is a good point. Calling games on Western's baseball field, when they first put in that turf, you saw a lot of kids who just weren't used to it slip in when it got just a little wet, but our kids have been out here practicing on it, walkthroughs through it, everything has been on this field here lately, so they should at least be used to it.
3rd and 10 for the Trojans at their own 35. 3.5 minutes to play. Opening quarter, down 13-0 to Casey. Handoff coming to Johnson from Ford.
Fumble.
And there it is, and Gavin Withrow fell down on it.
Yeah, that was a big save that time by Gavin because, again, there's going to be no yards, and that ball just popped out. And another big hit that time, and Gavin that time, who was that time flanked out as receiver, saw it and pounced on it. Ended up losing one, but that could have been a bigger disaster than that.
So 4th down and about 12 for the Trojans. Zach Johnson into punt. And the punt returner back at the 35-yard line. High punt, caught at the 40, fair catch by 34 for Casey County, and that is Hayden Baston. So Casey County will have it 1st and 10 with 2:34 to play here in the first quarter.
They need to stop. They've scored on back-to-back plays. Long touchdown pass, 39 yards, and a 34-yard run by Preston Tucker. So we need to stop, just to stop the momentum, because right now it's all Casey County.
Austin Campbell, the quarterback, and it's Tucker to his right. He fakes the handoff, going to keep it. He runs, he's going to throw. The pass is going to be complete down the right sideline, and that is number 25 for Casey County, Zach Todd, the tight end.
Good throw.
Excellent throw. Gain of, looks like about 17 on the play. Yeah, I believe it is 17 right on the number. Quarterback's very good. I was extremely impressed with him last year. He's a big kid, too, 6'2", 6'3", he's got good size.
2,400 yards last year.
Threw 350 against us in that first game, 3 touchdowns.
That's exactly right.
1st and 10 at the 43-yard line. Here's Campbell. Campbell throws again. The pass is going to be completed.
What a catch that time.
Tanner Slagle put the hit on him, but he caught the football.
Put a huge hit, but that was an outstanding catch that time. That's just a little seam route that time, and, man, kid made a really good play right there.
I think it was 9. Adam Price made the catch.
Yeah. Gain of
17.
17, I believe.
Puts it down at the 26. Got a man in motion. Austin Campbell out of the gun. Tucker to his left. He fakes the pitch. He goes right side with it. Going to be complete. And he'll go inside the 20 down to about the 19-yard line. That is
good.
It was 34 that made the catch.
It was Cameron Hurt on the tackle. Gain of 7. That's a little bubble screen where they actually faked the pitch to the fullback going the opposite. It's nicely designed and good hustle that time by Cameron. He came from his line position across the field.
Hey, you said it earlier. They run some good stuff.
Oh, they do.
That was a nice play.
They got a lot of good concepts.
2nd down and 4 at the Trojan 19. Campbell.
That was
looks
movement.
Right.
Yeah, they got it.
It's going to be an illegal procedure on Casey. That's their 2nd penalty. It's been about the only thing here recently that stopped them.
That'll put the Rebels back at the 24-yard line. Make it 2nd and 9. Minute 21 to play here in the first. Been a long first quarter.
35 minutes.
And a 13-0 Casey County lead. Two receivers out to the left, 2 to the near side. Campbell rolling to the near side. Pass is going to be incomplete.
34 looks like to me.
Is Baston.
Yeah, a little trying to get about a 10-yard out pattern that time at the sideline and just a little bit overthrown that time. Austin Campbell, the quarterback, is 4 for 6. 1 touchdown, 70 yards.
3rd down 9. Tucker to the left of Campbell. 2 receivers out to the left, 2 to the near side. And Campbell's going to keep it. He's going to go right down the middle, and he'll take it to about the 6-yard line, I believe it is.
Yeah, that was his first carry, really, of the game other than a sack, and that was pretty impressive that time. It kind of fooled us that time.
12, gain of 12.
Gain of 12 and a first down.
That was well blocked. blew up the interior of our line and gave him a nice hole to go right down the middle.
So it'd be 1st and goal, it looks like, from the 10. Is that right? No, not they're on the 14. I'm sorry.
Time called. And it will be the Trojans.
Yeah, we are far away from this now. We're on the 30, the opposite 30, and it's all the way down on the other side of the field. So it's a pretty good little distance for us to see. It is 1st and 10 from the 12. I was mistaken.
The field's well marked, but you get some tough angles where it's hard to see if it's on the 12, the 14.
We're not as high as other places, and so we have a little bit of crowd in our way a little bit, and it's not as easy to see.
Take a People's Bank timeout. Timeout of your day. Join People's Bank for their ribbon cutting and grand opening on Sunday, August 26th from 2 to 4 with their opening day on Monday, August 27th. People's Bank on West Main in Glasgow.
Is Chad down there?
Let's go to Chad Withrow. Chad, what do you see down there?
What's going on?
And I'm not sure if he's got his head. There he is.
Hello.
Okay.
Yeah, just kind of some long faces here on the sideline early in the game after the scores, and need to stop here some way, somehow.
I agree.
Yeah, Casey County threatening again. A pass is going to be almost intercepted.
That'd have been a touchdown for us right there.
Jackson Coots.
Yeah, you don't see him drop many of those, but he had a beat on it.
That would have been an unbelievable momentum changer because that was a slant, and they threw the slant. Jackson undercut the slant, and if he had caught it, there's nobody to stop him. It would have been an 90-yard touchdown for us right there.
That would have turned those long faces upside down for sure.
2nd down and 10 at the 12. It's Campbell, and he's going to try to run it on his own. He gets to about the 10-yard line, gain of 2. Be 3rd and about 8.
Yeah, they have not used Preston Tucker since his 34-yard touchdown.
And he's out there.
He's out there. 3rd and 8. And I don't think they're going to use him now on 3rd and 8, to be honest with you. I think they're going to throw, but they have not used him a lot here.
We go back and think about how dominant he was. He only carried it 12 times last year.
That's right there. They are judicious in how much they use him.
And here's Campbell.
There he is.
Pitch it over to Tucker. Tucker trying to cut the corner,
Touchdown.
and did he make it?
Yep, sure did.
Got it right at the edge of the end zone.
Yeah, I mean, it was just about a 2-yard pass, and he broke a couple tackles. And listen, he's not easy to tackle. He's like a bowling ball, about 5'11", 220, 230. But when he catches it, he is a load, and that's their 3rd touchdown. That's his second.
His second one. First one was on a 34-yard run.
Well designed because you get him out in space. He has a little momentum to run, and he's hard to bring down in that open field.
It comes with 8.9 seconds to play here in the first quarter. Nick Wilkerson in for the extra point try. It's in the air, and it is good. So Wilkerson now 2 for 3 on extra point tries, and Casey County now extends their lead to 20-0 with 8.9 seconds to play here in the first quarter.
Yeah, and what I like, with Casey County, just little things like the extra point. How many high school teams do you see? I mean, it's the first extra point. They're always scrambling to get it back, going for two.
Nope.
No, they just go right back out there and kick it. They got that confidence in their kicker.
The kid's a good kicker. He just happened to kind of doink the first one.
First kick of the year.
Yeah. So the Trojans got some work to do now.
Yeah, we were in a big hole, and you need a big play to get it changed. You almost had it. The almost interception. I'm not just saying it. I think it would have been a touchdown. Yeah. There's nobody around right there, and all of his momentum was going toward our end zone too.
On the Coca-Cola scoreboard, to open a Coke and enjoy the game, Trigg County has taken the lead over Monroe County, 27-20, with 7:35 to go.
Wow, that would be a tough loss for Monroe, being up 20-0.
Mm-hmm. Got Tanner Slagle and Jamarcus Miley back to receive for the Trojans. This one coming deep and 2. Slagle once again. He's going to run it up, trying to get to the right sideline, and a good run there by Slagle.
Yep, that was a good return.
Up to about the, 37, 38-yard line.
Yeah, Casey County came out with the ball, but I think he was down. About a 25-yard return that time. Casey County is still pointing like they got the ball.
I'm not so sure they do. I don't think they do.
If this was an NFL game or college, there would have been a review.
100% chance.
Yeah. Casey County didn't sell it really good, but I have a funny feeling that the ball was down, but it may have been caused by the ground.
So the ball spotted at the 36-yard line of the Trojans with 1.8 left on the clock here in the opening quarter.
Get one play to end the quarter.
Like Zach Johnson back at quarterback.
Landon Key, the receiver here on the near side. One split out wide to the right. Snap coming to Johnson. Johnson's going to keep it. Gets twisted, turned around, and that will do it for the first quarter. So he'll gain about 2, maybe 3 on the play. We've come to the end of the first quarter here at the brand new Trojan Field and Trojan Stadium with a score Casey County 20, Barren County nothing. We'll be back with the second quarter after this break. You're following Trojan football on 103.7 Nash Icon.
Connecting.
You're watching BCHS Live on YouTube, Facebook, or Twitter. BCHS Live is a student-led live online video production program started in 2015 by 4 BCHS freshmen. The BCHS Live program is here to showcase everything going on at BCHS, from athletics to special events and opportunities to ceremonies and celebrations. The BCHS Live program is here to show everyone in our community what BCHS is all about, and with 3 major online outputs of our broadcasts, we truly live up to our motto: everything BCHS, anywhere you want it.
The Burgundy Media Network, or BMN for short, is a network of Barren County High School's 3 major media outlets: 88.7 FM, Trojan Radio, BCHS Live, and the Trojan Times school newspaper. As a whole, we are determined to provide you with BCHS news, sports, and interest like never before. Check out our weekly newscast broadcasted every Friday from within Barren County High School, or check out our website at barrenschools.com/BMN. From all of us to you, we thank you for your support of all things BCHS.
Johnson with a throw. The pass is going to be complete to Miley at about the 44-yard line where he's taken down. Going to be shy of a first down.
Yeah, Jamarcus had a really good year last year as a freshman. That's his first catch of the year. He had 4 or 5 touchdowns last year, mainly on goal routes, and that was a little bit of a spot pass where he just kind of goes down about 5-6 yards, turn around, nice little catch and throw that time. Gives us an opportunity to get this first down, 3rd and 3.
Key with throw. Coots out to the left side. Miley's here on the near side with Zach Johnson, quarterback. Ryan Shirley to the left of him. He's going to roll out left. The pass is going to be complete to Withrow, and he's going to be taken down.
Man,
and it's not going to make it.
It's going to be short a yard. Yeah, that was a great tackle that time. It looked like Withrow may have been able to get that, but boy, he was hit right when he caught it, and never had a chance to turn his shoulders upfield. We're going to go for it right here. 4th and 1.
4th and 1.
Got to get a push. We haven't had much running-wise lately.
I say this is going to be Zach Johnson right up the middle.
2 receivers left, one to the near side.
Trying to draw him. That's us.
Yep, Landon Key.
It's going to be Landon Key. We were trying to draw them off that time, and we ended up drawing ourselves off. So that's our
4th penalty.
4th penalty.
30 yards overall. It's definitely not what you want. You go for it anyway, even if we don't draw them?
Why not? I believe I would have.
That's where I am.
I thought they were going to run the quarterback that time.
But you might go under center. We talked about how in the scrimmage you were under center, had success. That would be a time to do it.
Back at the 27-yard line. And the punt with Johnson.
That's best punt of the night.
At the 30. And Casey County will have it 1st and 10 from their own 30-yard line.
About a 35-yard kick.
3 punts. He's had no return on any of them. 3 fair catches, I think.
Second quarter sponsored by A.F. Crow and Son Funeral Home. Reminding everyone, please don't text and drive. 10:23 to play in the first half. Casey County with a 20-0 lead over the Trojans. Here in the opening game of the 2018 season, the brand new Trojan Stadium and Trojan Field.
3 straight scores from Casey. And what makes them so good is they're just very skilled in running their offense the right way.
Yep.
They hardly make mistakes. They block the right people. They have great blocking schemes, and they just get their offense is efficient.
They're very efficient. Well run.
Austin Campbell dropping back. He looks. Going to throw it across the middle. The pass is complete. And
not gonna get
he may be gone unless the Trojans can tackle him, and finally brought him down inside the 10-yard line.
Man, what a throw that time. Yeah, that was a post route that time. Just ran down the hash marks, then cut right to the post. Gain of 63 on the play. Is that about right, Robert? From the 30 to the 10?
Yep.
To about the 8. I'll give him 63 on the perfectly thrown ball. And that's going to be first and
goal at the 6.
Yeah, and I've got the feeling this is going to be the big fullback, Preston Tucker, this time. First time all night they're under center this time.
Mm-hmm.
A wishbone.
Backfield. There's a pitch going, and strong run in there for the touchdown.
That was not Tucker. That was
19.
Was it 19? I can't see the number.
Yeah, it was a kid who returned the opening kickoff, 19.
Yeah, he's a big kid, too. He looks like Johnson, actually. He's about,
Ethan Ammons.
Yeah,
same stats.
5'11", 220 himself.
Ethan Ammons.
4 yards and a TD.
That's a good lineup for a wishbone, and you got 230 on one side, 230 on the other side.
Let me tell you something. When you can run it and throw it, that's makes you pretty tough to beat.
Yeah.
That's why they lost one regular season game last year.
Here's Wilkerson for the extra point kick. It's up in the air, and it is
no good.
No
Shanked
good
it.
this time.
Missed that into the right.
So now Wilkerson is 2 for 4 on extra point tries.
It's about the only thing they haven't done right.
Mm-hmm. And all of a sudden here, with 9:53 to play in the first half, the Trojans find themselves down 26-0. Coming up, we'll have the halftime report brought to you by Coca-Cola. Open a Coke and enjoy the game.
The quarterback for Casey, Austin Campbell, is 6 for 9, about 145 yards and a touchdown.
Remember last year he was taking over for a kid that had similar stats, and we were wondering how well he would step into that role. He stepped into it, and all year long he had some terrific stats.
Yeah.
It looks like starting this year the same
I thought he was maybe the best pure quarterback we saw all last year. One of them.
Yeah. You know, we talked about in the pregame report, he had 2,400 yards, 22 touchdowns, only 9 interceptions.
Yeah, and it's you could tell it's he's got experience, but it doesn't. Even for the first game, you would think people would be a little bit, not really in rhythm. They look like they're in great rhythm to me. I mean, it's kind of almost effortless at times.
Right. Here's the kickoff from Casey County. This one's going to come back to the left side, dropped it, picked it back up about the 14-yard line. That's Slagle. Slagle will be stopped at about the 24-yard line. So with 9:46 to play in the first half, Trojans down 26-0. And Barren County will have it at their own 24-yard line to start this drive.
Yeah, we need a first down. We had 2 first downs on the first drive. I don't think we've had one since, have we?
No, sir.
Yeah, that would help.
Well, that's where it has to start anyway.
Yeah, we just need a first down. Just start kind of grinding it out a little bit. Looks like Dalton Ford is back in at quarterback.
Yeah. We got to find something that we're successful at. We're switching up things and trying to find that. We just haven't been able to exactly get a rhythm.
2 receivers left. Miley is on the near side. Here's a snap to Ford. Hand off to Johnson. Johnson has nowhere to go. Going to be tackled for a loss, about 2 yards, maybe 3.
Yeah, that was that read option that time, but Dalton's probably not going to keep it himself very often, and that's going to be a loss of 2 on the play.
Took too long to develop, and it was 5 yards. Everything happened 5 yards in the backfield. That play's got to be moving towards the line and then make a decision on who keeps it or hands it off.
Second down, 13 for the Trojans at their own 22. Miley to the left, trips on the near side. Johnson to the backfield with Dalton Ford. Johnson steps to the right of Ford. And here's a snap to Ford. Ford scrambling now, throws it to the left side. It's going to be complete.
Miley.
And going forward with it. Did they get the first down? Is it going to be about a yard short?
Yard short, but still a nice gain of about 12.
Yeah, that was a good job that time by Dalton Ford too. I mean, I don't think Miley was his intended option that time. He's actually looking over here to the right and made a good decision. And Miley broke a tackle and now gives us a great shot to get a first down, 3rd and 1.
A little better blocking to be able to go to that second read, one side to the other.
Ball at the 33-yard line. Going under center and trying to go forward. Not.
I think they're going to give it to him. Yeah, there was a quarterback sneak that time, and not a lot of movement there, but I think he's going to get enough forward progress, and he is. And that's going to be a first down.
Right on the line.
He got it quick, and they hit him and closed that hole up.
So a Citizens first down for Barren County at their 34-yard line, just shy of the 35. Coming down at 8 minutes to play here in the first half. Two receivers on the near side. Two out to the left. Shotgun. Pass from Ford over the left side. Complete.
It's Miley again.
Across the 40 to the 41-yard line.
Yeah, it's just about a 3 or 4 yard pass that time, and it's just like a good run that time by the running back. Pick up a 5. Very safe, effective play. I think Miley's a little bit shaken up that time. He's right over there on our sideline. He walked off.
So second down at 5 at the 40.
7:10 left in the first half. 26-0 Casey County. You're just tuning in.
Got Caleb Spillman out to the left side this time. Landon Key, Gavin Withrow. The wide receivers here on the near side. Dalton Ford with Zach Johnson in the backfield.
Pass.
And here is Johnson trying to get it back across the 40.
I think they were trying something there, and they couldn't really get it going. Handoff, and he was looking downfield, but he had to tuck it real quickly.
Gain of 1 on the play. Be 3rd and 4.
6:40 to play here in the first half. 26-0, Casey County. Three receivers to the left side this time. And Spillman here on the near side. Snap to Ford, rolling out left. Pass going to be complete to Withrow. Withrow may have got the first down. He stepped out of bounds just across the 45 at the 46-yard line.
Well, he did.
And Citizens first down for Gavin Withrow.
Well, that's what we need. It's back-to-back first down, safe passes that time, and good job that time by Gavin.
Gain of 6.
And how many first downs tonight? 4? 5?
4.
Okay.
2 on this drive and 2 on the opening one.
Yeah, looks like timeout Casey County right here.
So Casey County takes their first time out of the ball game with 6:07 to play here in the first half. The Trojans trailing 26-0 as we take a People's Bank timeout. Take a time out of your day and join the People's Bank for their ribbon cutting and grand opening on Sunday, August 26th from 2 to 4 with their opening day on Monday, August 27th. The People's Bank, brand new location on West Main in Glasgow. Trying to get some updates on some other games here. I just got one. And Trigg County has gone up 34 to 20. 34 unanswered points for Trigg County, leading Monroe County 34-20 with 3:37 left in the game.
Yeah, disappointing for Monroe. I mean, it's been a while since they've had a Tom Link hadn't been on the team making plays for them.
Right, Billy Michael Dyer.
Yeah, they've been 4-year starters for them. And there's a lot of games going off now. So the only other game we had was Warren East and Portland. That was 13-0 Portland, Tennessee.
All right, we're back to action here with 6:07 to play in the first half. And the Trojans with 2 receivers to the left and 1 to the near side. It's Landon Key this time. And here's a snap coming to Johnson. Johnson trying to go up the middle. He's going to be stopped at about the 47-yard line.
Yeah, that was just a quarterback draw basically out of the shotgun. That play was a little slow to develop that time. Gain of 2.
Second down, about 8.5 at the 47-yard line.
Yeah, we do have a good drive going. I mean, as long as we have the ball, they're going to have a hard time scoring because we have not really stopped them other than the first drive.
Withrow and Miley are the receivers out to the left, and Landon Key to the near side. And there's the snap to Ford this time. He's going to pass it off. It's going to be complete. Got to cross the 50 to the 49-yard line. That's
a new one, number 9. Isn't it?
Yes, 9 is Karsten
Chelson.
He's playing that tight end position. That was the position that Murphy, played last year. Now it's just a little dump down to the tight end. I think Karsten is a junior. Is that right?
Third down and 4.
Very manageable. These 3rd and 4s and 3rd and 3. We're probably in 4-down territory. Now we're inside their 50.
Coming up during our halftime report, Superintendent Bo Matthews will join us, talk about the new CTE Center here in the stadium and about the WKU scrimmage tomorrow here. 3rd and 4. Here's Ford rolling out left. He's looking, trying to look across the middle. Going to fire it across the middle. It's going to be incomplete.
Yeah. Well, that time nobody was open. We had like 3 or 4 people in the route that time, and after a while, when people are covered, we needed to probably the receivers. Somebody needed to break and go long, and we got just too many people too close together that time.
Only our second incomplete pass of the night. We've had some success with the short routes.
Short routes, that's exactly right. So this is going to be 4th and 4, 48. No doubt we're going to go for it here. Miley and Withrow have been very successful in these little pickups right here.
If we turned it over, it'd be one of the worst field positions Casey County's had.
Yeah, this is a no-brainer. We're going to get the playoff, though. We're inside of 8 seconds right now. We're not at the line of scrimmage.
Clock running down. They're going to have to call a timeout.
That's all of our timeouts, I believe, isn't it?
Yes.
So the Trojans with a timeout. People's Bank timeout. Don't forget they have that ribbon cutting on Sunday the 26th from 2 to 4. Opening day Monday the 27th at People's Bank.
Called one on defense earlier, and then we also called one real early to
stop the clock, too.
To keep a penalty.
Clock issue, yep.
Mentioned about the WKU scrimmage tomorrow. That's here at 6 o'clock. Tailgating festivities start at 3:30. The Barren County High Career and Technical Education Programs will host an open house for the public starting at 5. Following the scrimmage, the WKU football team and coaches will welcome fans onto Trojan Field for a meet and greet. And, Robert, you're part of the CTE Center here. How do you like it so far?
It's a great facility. It's a great win for kids and the community. Still putting the finishing touches on the building, but we've had 8 days worth of class, and everything's going well.
Robert teaches biomed, and his classroom is, I understand, quite impressive.
State of the art. 4th and 4. And Ford.
Trouble.
Being chased. Going to the far side of the field. Gets hit and knocked down.
Yeah, going to be way short there.
Maybe get rid of that one. Just throw it downfield and see what happens.
Yeah, when it's 4th down. You'd like to. You try to make a play and scramble, but end up losing 4 on the play.
I know you're throwing across your body there, but still you got to.
Again, that's where our receivers have to reroute. When the quarterback ends up being scrambling to the left, everybody else has to reroute because he's not going to be able to throw it across the field the opposite way.
So Casey County takes over on downs at the Barren County 48-yard line.
We're close to negative yards on the ground, real close. I think we're only about 3 on the plus side right now.
Casey County, we need to check that. They may move into Glasgow's district next year. I may have been wrong. I know Glasgow goes to 3A, and they may be in there with them.
I believe you're right, John.
Hart. It's going to be Hart, and I think Adair and Taylor, and it may be Casey and Glasgow.
I believe that's right.
It's a delay of game.
Delay coming off a turnover.
A quick shot clock. play clock tonight.
5-yard penalties. They first down, 15 to go. Casey County.
Here's a pitch over to the near side. It is Tucker. He'll go across the 50 to about the 45-yard line.
And that's tackled that time by Slagle, and I think that was 19 for the Trojans. I believe that is Jackson Coots.
So a gain of 2, maybe 3 on the play. Let's see where they spot it.
Tucker's carried it only 3 times tonight for 47 yards, though. He also has a receiving touchdown.
And this time,
it was the quarterback that kept it.
Campbell.
That was, looked like to me, Cameron Hurt was over there, one of them. 74, 56 for the Trojans as well that time on the play. That's Easton Frazier playing a little defense, playing that linebacker position. That's the first year he's really done that. He's primarily been an offensive lineman.
3rd down and 7 for Casey County. And a fumble.
Yeah, that was there in the shotgun, and that was a mistake. They had made a lot of mistakes. Quarterback basically just dropped it, and it's going to end up being a loss of about 5 on the play. It's going to force them to punt, be 4th and 11. If they decide to punt, they may go for it.
John, you're right about Casey County moving to 3A. They'll be with Adair, Glasgow, Hart, and Taylor.
Okay, all right. Well, they're going to go for it, 4th and 11. Showing a lot of confidence right now.
Going to put it up in the air.
Good coverage.
And it is going to be tipped away.
Good coverage that time by Slagle that time.
Double coverage. Slagle and also Landon Neal, I believe, back there as well.
He ran right with the receiver that time. It was just a goal route, and the ball was well thrown, but Slagle was right there.
I think that was one of those situations they think, why not? There's only 2:43 left in the half, and we haven't moved the ball really well, only 4 first downs in the half, so take a chance.
That was Landon Neal, you're right, and Slagle. That may have been Landon Neal that made the play. 28.
You had 20 and 28 back there.
Yeah, and those are a little hard to see. But, yeah, I think that was Landon Neal.
Trigg County beats Monroe County tonight 34-20. And that's Scotty Bowl. And then Glasgow and Russellville in the second game tonight. We'll try to keep you updated on that one as well.
Well, they played that game pretty quick. They started at 5.
They did.
They got it in within 3 hours. We're not even at the first half.
2:43 to play here before halftime. Here's Johnson, fires it over the left side. And breaking away from a couple of tacklers.
That's Withrow.
That is Withrow, and he won't get the first down, but almost. He got about 7, maybe 8 yards.
Gavin is not big, probably goes about 150, but I tell you what, he's shifty, and he just ran through a couple tackles that time. Gain of about 8 or 9. He's listed as a running back, but he's been utilized more as a receiver than anything else. Like I said, he reminds me of a little Christian McCaffrey.
2nd and 2 at the 42-yard line of Casey County. Coming to 2 minutes to play here in the first half. 2 receivers each way. And Johnson in the backfield. Steps back, goes left side. Pass complete to Miley. Gets the first down. And trying to break tackles. And he'll be brought down at about the 23 or 24-yard line.
These are just quick hitters. Just actually a 2-yard drop by the quarterback. Just quick throws right there. And our receivers are doing a really good job of breaking tackles. That's another first down.
Gain of 8.
I don't know if we can come back and win, but I can tell you what, in terms of confidence, we can score before halftime. We're right back in the game.
Right. Here's Johnson rolling right. Pass is going to be, they call it incomplete.
Yeah, the ball was a little low that time, a little rollout that time. It was time trying to get the ball out to Landon Key that time. Good catch that time by Landon, but I think the ball skipped.
Minute 35. We'll go to Chad Withrow at the end of the second quarter and get some quick comment from Coach Jackson Arnett. His thoughts of the first half and what they need to work on as they'll go into the locker room. Second and 10.
2nd and 10. Good field position. We're at the 33.
3 receivers on the near side. And Johnson fires. Pass is complete. Great catch made by Jamarcus Miley.
Yeah, that was a slant, and the ball was thrown high, which is really where you don't want it on a slant. He just went up and caught it. Pick up of 8 on the play. 3rd and 2.
Miley's got good hands.
Our receivers have good hands. That's exactly. Our receivers make good plays.
Snap to Johnson. Johnson scrambling now, in trouble. Going to be taken down.
Yeah,
about the 26, I believe it is.
And I think Miley was wide open for a touchdown. It was a go route with him, and if Zach could have seen him, I think that was possible a touchdown.
I think his eyes saw a hole first that closed very quickly and wasn't a running lane he should have taken.
4th and 4.
Tyler Bush is in the backfield now with the Trojans.
No timeouts for the Trojans.
Zach Johnson looking to throw, going to fire it across the middle. It's going to be incomplete. Went through the hands of Chelson, and
that would have been a tough catch, but probably catchable. The ball was high, but moved the ball pretty well that time. But back-to-back incomplete passes stalls it, and Casey County has 32.5 seconds with a 26-0 lead. Not real good field position. They're at the 23. They do have 2 timeouts.
And a quarterback with an arm.
And a quarterback with an arm and a coach who has confidence in what he does. So I wouldn't be surprised if they try to move the ball. I wouldn't be surprised if they take a knee. Take a knee that this quarter's over because we have no timeouts left.
Yeah. So the ball at the 27-yard line. 32.5 seconds to play. And it's Austin Campbell taking the snap. Fakes the pitch. He'll throw it to the right side where it's going to be completed. And great tackle, and coming down the middle of the field, stopped at the 45-yard line of the Trojans.
That was a bubble screen that time, which is a very conservative call that can make a big play if you execute it, and they did. They picked up of 28 on the play. So clock stops on first downs briefly.
We have a stop.
That's their 8th first down of the half.
A little discussion. I don't think Casey called timeout.
Well, high school and college rules are the same. The clock automatically stops. It should start right when they blow the whistle here. And this is almost like a free timeout.
And there goes the clock.
Oh.
And the quarterback wasn't looking for the snap, but he was able to control it and got it to about the 38-yard line where the clock is stopped at 14.4 to play.
Yeah, low snap, and quarterback was alert enough to catch it and still picked up 5 yards.
And now Casey County will call People's Bank timeout with 14.4 left on the clock, 26-0 Casey.
Yeah, I mean, what you have to do here is, I'm not saying anything that's brilliant, but you can't let them behind you right here.
Yeah.
I mean, that's the bottom line. They probably had 2 plays, 3 at the most, with 14.4 seconds. You just can. If they want to catch it, fine, but we just got to make tackles. Nothing over the top.
They've got a full bag of tricks. You wouldn't think they would pull out something crazy up 26.
Well, you shouldn't be tricked here. I don't care what razzle-dazzle they come up with. We ought to have players back far enough to keep everything in front.
You see that first play call was a bubble, and it went 30 yards.
That's correct.
So
yeah, it was well blocked and so forth.
Casey County with Austin Campbell, Preston Tucker in the backfield. One receiver split out to the right. And here's Campbell out of the gun. Steps back, looks, goes left side with it. Going to be complete.
Good play
Tackle
there.
made by Tanner Slagle at the 37-yard line.
Probably have 1 play left. Forced them to call their last time out with 9.3 left.
Yeah, gain of only 3 on the play. That was well played by the Trojans that time. Kept it in front, made the tackle.
We'll remind you that Friday, September the 7th, during halftime of the Barren County-Monroe County football game, the 1988 Barren County High football team will be recognized. The Trojans were the district champs that year with a record of 8-2. The coaches were Jerry Eubank, Joe Mike Moore, Joey Downs, and Bob Blair. 30 years ago, Bob Blair was coaching.
I think Brad Johnson was
Brad Johnson was the quarterback for the Trojans, and Teresa Bewley was the cheerleading sponsor.
I think Scott Gillen may have been on that team. I'm trying to remember exactly.
I've got the list somewhere.
Yep.
All right, out of the timeout, Casey County's going to line up with 3 receivers out to the right. One to the near side. Campbell and shotgun with Tucker to his right. He's going to roll out right. He's looking, going to fire long.
Knock it down.
And it is going to be
intercepted. Bush, isn't it?
Is it Tyler Bush?
Tyler Bush.
He's on the run. He's going to break a couple of tacklers and going to be hit, though, at about the 40-yard line. That saved a touchdown. Tyler Bush first to pick off.
It's the first time we've called Tyler's name tonight.
Let's go down to Chad Withrow and see if he's got Coach Jackson Arnett available.
Coach, we got off to a good start, a turnover there, then a dropped interception, but what are your thoughts on the effort so far of the first half?
The effort's not very good, just to be honest. I don't think we're playing very hard. They're playing harder than us. If we come out in the second half and play harder, we got a chance to get back in the game.
All right, thanks, Coach. Back to you, Jay.
Okay, thanks, Chad. Appreciate it. Halftime, 26-0 the score. Casey County on top of the Barren County Trojans. We'll come back with a Coca-Cola halftime report in a moment. You're following Trojan football on 103.7 Nash Icon.
Trojan Thread School Spirit Store is the #1 place to find any and all things BCHS, with a wide selection of clothes including hoodies, t-shirts, long-sleeve shirts, and polos, to everyday items including pens, pencils, notebooks, and stickers, to jewelry including earrings, necklaces, bracelets, and wristbands. So stop by the Trojan Thread Store any weekday from 8 a.m. to 11 a.m. or during any home varsity basketball game. The Trojan Thread School Spirit Store, keeping Barren County in style.
Heading into the second year from an approximate 12-year hiatus, the Trojan Times has an all-new look and an all-new approach to bringing you BCHS happenings. We are an entirely student-based publication working more than ever this year to inform you with BCHS happenings. I'm Brennan Crane, Editor-in-Chief, and I can say that we are thrilled to showcase BCHS in a whole new way. You can find us on Facebook, Twitter, Instagram, and Snapchat at BC Trojan Times. You won't want to miss this. Go BC!
You're watching BCHS Live on YouTube, Facebook, or Twitter. BCHS Live is a student-led live online video production program started in 2015 by 4 BCHS freshmen. The BCHS Live program is here to showcase everything going on at BCHS, from athletics to special events and opportunities to ceremonies and celebrations. The BCHS Live program is here to show everyone in our community what BCHS is all about, and with 3 major online outputs of our broadcasts, we truly live up to our motto: everything BCHS, anywhere you want it.
The Burgundy Media Network, or BMN for short, is a network of Barren County High School's 3 major media outlets: 88.7 FM, Trojan Radio, BCHS Live, and the Trojan Times school newspaper. As a whole, we are determined to provide you with BCHS news, sports, and interest like never before. Check out our weekly newscast broadcasted every Friday from within Barren County High School, or check out our website at barrenschools.com/BMN. From all of us to you, we thank you for your support of all things BCHS. The Trojan Thread School Spirit Store is the #1 place to find any and all things BCHS, with a wide selection of clothes including hoodies, t-shirts, long-sleeve shirts, and polos, to everyday items.
Bo, glad to have you.
Good evening, Jay. Thanks for being our voice again.
I think everybody's had you on the air, or television, radio, something. So
hey, I've been able to make the rounds tonight, so glad to be up here with you.
What can you say about this new facility and stadium? Wow, fantastic, outstanding.
It's all those adjectives, I'll tell you. We're very blessed in Barren County to have such a facility, and I just want to thank the members of the Board of Education and our district leadership teams and all those that have come before us saying, we wish for this, how can we make it happen, and we've been able to pull it off.
It took some time and work to get it finished.
Well, no doubt about it. It has to be a combination of things. It's not just about a football stadium, although, we certainly have one of the finest around that you'll ever see, but also the learning spaces that have been created for our students is also second to none. So we're looking at an opportunity here for everybody to find their niche and a great venue for the public to come out and enjoy watching our Trojans.
Talk about the CTE centers, so many programs to offer to the students.
Jay, we gave careful thought to the learning spaces. We had an option about 3 years ago. We could have made the English hall longer, if you will, due to enrollment numbers, but we said, what would we wish for, what could we dream for, and this gave us an opportunity to put core classes in conjunction with state-of-the-art culinary arts facilities engineering, information technology, computer science, and biomed, and just seeing the young people enter the doors here each and every day, knowing that they're on a pathway to a future. It's just very exciting times in this district.
Of course, we got a big event coming here tomorrow.
You know, Jay, we're not going to get much sleep tonight. We're going to have to hit the ground running here and get things brushed up and ready for company again tomorrow afternoon. The Toppers are coming to Trojan Field. How about that?
And hopefully the weather will cooperate like it has tonight.
You know, we certainly got a blessing there. The clouds just kind of went north and south of us, so we've got a great evening to be out here and watch our Trojans. And I just want to commend the community for coming out tonight and all your listeners, and thank you for supporting our young people. That's what it's all about right here in this community.
We've had a week and a half of school. And what's the enrollment? Have you been able to check that?
You know, Jay, we're up about 20 additional students from last year, so we'll be adding another 300 preschool students next week when they start coming into our facility. So we're going to be somewhere around that 5,300 mark as a school district, and that's a historic number for us. And that presents new challenges that we welcome in the Barren County School District.
How's the CTE Center been going so far with the students and the bell schedule and what have you?
You know, it's unbelievable. I just want to commend the staff at Barren County High School, Principal Brad Johnson, and our district leadership team. I mean, you would think that this has been here for many years, but we've got the schedule down pat. We've ironed out the kinks with moving up and down the hill. It's got a great feel here on this campus.
Anything else you want to add?
You know, Jay, we're building Trojans. We're continuing to build on some facilities here. We're about a year away from being able to renovate the current ATC and add a diesel program onto that space that our community has worked very hard to pursue here in the Barren County School District. And what I'm speaking to there is this is really a hybrid facility. It's two worlds that have collided, and any space that we vacated in any part of our buildings, we're repurposing. So we're continuing to dream in the Barren County School District.
A lot to be proud of at Barren County.
No doubt about it, and thanks to everyone for coming out tonight and supporting our kids, our cheerleaders, our band. And, boy, tomorrow night, the price is right. It's free. Western Kentucky University here on Trojan Field. And Coach Sanford, President Caboni, WKU Alumni Association, WKU Glasgow is going to be here. So it's going to be a festive occasion. We're going to start tailgating at 3:30, open house at 5, and here come the Tops at 6 p.m.
They were impressed with our facility when they came over.
Blown away, Jay. They're just so happy for us, and they're excited about coming up. And I was talking to Principal Brad Johnson today, and the buzz around campus in Bowling Green is, hey, they're going to take a road trip up to Barren County and support the Tops. So, again, price of admission is free. Coach Sanford is graciously allowing us at 7:30 after the scrimmage ends. Come on down on the Trojan Field and meet the WKU Toppers. How exciting is that?
Sounds good to me.
All right. Thank you, Jay.
Always good to see you.
You too.
Take care.
Keep it up. Thank you.
We'll do it. We'll try to get the Trojans a win here in the second half.
You got it. That's what we want.
That's right. That's right. Mr. Bo Matthews, Superintendent of Barren County Schools. We'll come back with more of our halftime report in a moment. You're following Trojan football on 103.7 Nash Icon.
Pencils, notebooks, and stickers. To to jewelry, including earrings, necklaces, bracelets, and wristbands. So stop by the Trojan Thread store any weekday from 8 a.m. to 11 a.m. or during any home varsity basketball game. The Trojan Thread School Spirit Store, keeping Barren County in style.
Heading into the second year from an approximate 12-year hiatus, the Trojan Times has an all-new look and an all-new approach to bringing you BCHS happenings. We are an entirely student-based publication working more than ever this year to inform you with BCHS happenings. I'm Brennan Crane, Editor-in-Chief, and I can say that we are thrilled to showcase BCHS in a whole new way. You can find us on Facebook, Twitter, Instagram, and Snapchat at BC Trojan Times. You won't want to miss this. Go BC!
You're watching BCHS Live on YouTube, Facebook, or Twitter. BCHS Live is a student-led live online video production program started in 2015 by 4 BCHS freshmen. The BCHS Live program is here to showcase everything going on at BCHS, from athletics to special events and opportunities to ceremonies and celebrations. The BCHS Live program is here to show everyone in our community what BCHS is all about, and with 3 major online outputs of our broadcasts, we truly live up to our motto: everything BCHS, anywhere you want it.
A Coke and enjoy the game. Let's take a look at the scoring summary. 7:09 to go in the first quarter. It was Casey County's Preston Tucker and a 34-yard run. It came after a Barren County fumble. The extra point try kick failed. It was 6-0 Casey County. 2 minutes later, Reese Brown scores in a 39-yard run for the Rebels. Nick Wilkerson kicked the extra point to make it 13-0 Casey County. 8.9 to go in the first. Preston Tucker, his second touchdown of the night, and a 10-yard pass from Austin Campbell. Nick Wilkerson with a kick made it 20-0 Casey County at the end of the first quarter. And in the second quarter, 1 touchdown scored by Casey County, a 7-yard run by Ethan Ammons with 9:53 left. Kick failed. It's 26-0 here at the break.
All right, stats for Casey County. They rushed it 10 times for 67 yards. They were led on the ground by their good fullback, Preston Tucker. He carried it 3 times for 47 yards. 1 touchdown. That was a 34-yard scamper. Through the air, Austin Campbell, really good player, 8 out of 12 for 182 yards, 2 touchdowns, 1 interception. The interception was the last play of the half by Tyler Bush. Made a nice play. Total yards for Casey County the first half, 249. Actually, after Robert does the stats, we have actually had more offensive plays by far than Casey. First downs, 8 for Casey County. They turned it over 1 time. That was the interception in the half, and they were penalized 3 times for 15 yards.
For us, we ran 32 plays, so many more plays than Casey County ran.
32 to 12, not to 22.
Total yards, 83. For us, only 1 rushing yard on 13 attempts. We were 12 of 16 through the air, 82 yards, very successful on some short passes, as you'll hear. Gavin Withrow caught 6 balls, 40 yards. Miley 5 for 37. Carson Chelson 1 for 5. Rushing-wise, Zach Johnson 9 carries, 9 yards, only 1 on the positive side for us. First downs, we had 6, 1 turnover, and we were penalized 4 times for 30 yards.
Well, we didn't keep them, but if you could go back to last year and see the stats from last year, I guarantee you they're almost exactly the same. Only 1 yard rushing in the first half, and I think we only had 30 for the game last year against Casey County. So these are very similar stats. So the good news is we kind of stemmed the tide in the last part of the first half, where we stopped them a couple times and we actually got some first downs and moved the ball. So it looked like we was going to have a running clock the first half, and we kind of slowed that down a little bit.
Mm-hmm. It's a very, very identical game to last year.
Yeah. Yes.
Yep. All right, 26-0 here at the break. We'll come back, talk about some other fall sports going on at Barren County High as you're listening to Trojan Football on 103.7 Nash Icon.
The Burgundy Media Network, or BMN for short, is a network of Barren County High School's 3 major media outlets: 88.7 FM Trojan Radio, BCHS Live, and the Trojan School newspaper. As a whole, we are determined to provide you with BCHS news, sports, and interest like never before. Check out our weekly newscast broadcasted every Friday from within Barren County High School, or check out our website at barrenschools.com/BMN. From all of us to you, we thank you for your support of all things BCHS.
The Trojan Thread School Spirit Store is the #1 place to find any and all things BCHS, with a wide selection of clothes including hoodies, t-shirts, long-sleeve shirts, and polos, to everyday items including pens, pencils, notebooks, and stickers, to jewelry including earrings, necklaces, bracelets, and wristbands. So stop by the Trojan Thread Store any weekday from 8 a.m. to 11 a.m. or during any home varsity basketball game. The Trojan Thread School Spirit Store, keeping Barren County in style.
Heading into the second year from an approximate 12-year hiatus, the Trojan Times has an all-new look and an all-new approach to bringing you BCHS happenings. We are an entirely student-based publication working more than ever this year to inform you with BCHS happenings. I'm Brennan Crane, Editor-in-Chief, and I can say that we are thrilled to showcase BCHS in a whole new way. You can find us on Facebook, Twitter, Instagram, and Snapchat at BC Trojan Times. You won't want to miss this. Go BC!
You're watching BCHS Live on YouTube, Facebook, or Twitter. BCHS Live is a student-led live online video production program started in 2015 by 4 BCHS freshmen. The BCHS Live program is here to showcase everything going on at BCHS, from athletics to special events and opportunities to ceremonies and celebrations. The BCHS Live program is here to show everyone in our community what BCHS is all about, and with 3 major online outputs of our broadcasts, we truly live up to our motto: everything BCHS, anywhere you want it.
The Burgundy Media Network, or BMN for short, is a network of Barren County High School's 3 major media outlets: 88.7 FM, Trojan Radio, BCHS Live, and the Trojan School newspaper. As a whole, we are determined to provide you with BCHS news, sports, and interest like never before. Check out our weekly newscast broadcasted every Friday from within Barren County High School, or check out our website at barrenschools.com/BMN. From all of us to you, we thank you for your support of all things BCHS.
The Trojan Thread School Spirit Store is the #1 place to find any and all things BCHS, with a wide selection of clothes including hoodies, t-shirts, long-sleeve shirts, and polos, to everyday items including pens, pencils, notebooks, and stickers, to jewelry including earrings, necklaces, bracelets, and wristbands. So stop by the Trojan Thread Store any weekday from 8 a.m. to 11 a.m. or during any home varsity basketball game. The Trojan Thread School Spirit Store, keeping Barren County in style.
Heading into the second year from an approximate 12-year hiatus, the Trojan Times has an all-new look and an all-new approach to bringing you BCHS happenings. We are an entirely student-based publication working more than ever this year to inform you with BCHS happenings. I'm Brennan Crane, Editor-in-Chief, and I can say that we are thrilled to showcase BCHS in a whole new way. You can find us on Facebook, Twitter, Instagram, and Snapchat at BC Trojan Times. You won't want to miss this. Go BC!
You're watching BCHS Live on YouTube, Facebook.
Defending regional champion, that's good, and the Trojans finished second in the tournament behind a good South Warren team. Carly Delk, 86. Lily Shifley shot an 87, and those are good scores at the lake. Marley Shirley shot 88, Taylor Gauntz 91, and Landry Steenbergen shot a 100. So that's the start of the year.
That's the scoop.
That's the scoop.
All right. Well, let's go down to Chad Withrow and see if he has any scoop to tell us about the first half. If you were in the locker room, Chad, what did Coach Arnett talk to his team about?
Well, he just talked about up front being physical and just a better team effort overall. You know, they're kind of disappointed, and I think they were all hyped up to begin the game. The turnover and then the dropped interception kind of deflated everybody. So he wants to see them get back and just compete. It's just see what you can go out there and play this second half as it's 0-0. So he just wants to see some competitiveness and toughness this second half.
All right. We'll remind you, Barren County cheerleaders are hosting a cheer clinic next Saturday from 9 to 12 at the Trojan Academy. Come out and enjoy the fun. T-shirts, snacks, cheer instruction will be provided.
Snacks?
Did I say snacks?
We had some,
I left that out, didn't I?
No,
I did?
Snacks.
Okay.
No, I was just wondering.
They do have snacks. Contact any Barren County High cheerleader or Teresa Bewley. Pre-registration is advised. Sideline reports are brought to you by McDonald's. I'm loving it. We're going to get set for the Farmers RECC. Jackie Browning Memorial opening second half kickoff here in just a moment in their third period of action. Brought to you by Southern.
Twitter. BCHS Live is a student-led live online video production program started in 2015 by 4 BCHS freshmen. The BCHS Live program is here to showcase everything going on at BCHS, from athletics to special events and opportunities to ceremonies and celebrations. The BCHS Live program is here to show everyone in our community what BCHS is all about, and with 3 major online outputs of our broadcasts, we truly live up to our motto, everything BCHS, anywhere you want it.
Started doing this, Jackie was with us, and he would have been very proud of seeing this night, this new facility and field.
Absolutely. And this one, well, we got a whistle here, and what we got?
Got to be
somebody offsides.
Offsides on a kickoff, illegal procedure.
Yep. Illegal procedure against the Rebels. So now they will re-kick it at the 35.
It's hard to do, not a penalty you see hardly at all.
Offsides on the kickoff. I think we need to move up a little bit. I think our back people may be a little bit too far back right here.
Didn't adjust, did they?
Yeah. Got Jamarcus Miley and Tanner Slagle back just inside the 15-yard line. Here's the kick by Wilkerson. Coming back, going to be caught at the 20 by Tyler Bush. Gets to the 25, now the 30. Breaks to the 35, 40, 45, 50, 45, 40, 35, 30, where he's tackled. And what a run on the kickoff return by Tyler Bush.
Yeah, that's exactly what we needed. And Tyler's touched it twice tonight. The interception return, he was explosive. And that time, he returned it about 50 yards that time. And one person brought him down that saved a touchdown.
He had to fight through some tackles, too. It wasn't like it was untouched. A good effort by Tyler.
But he looked fast. I mean, he looked explosive on both returns that he's had tonight, the interception and that one. So here we go right here. This is how you get back in the game. If you can get back in the game, score first time you get it. And Tyler Bush is in the backfield.
He is in the backfield with Gavin Withrow, and Zach Johnson is the quarterback. Takes the handoff to Bush. He'll fire it over to Withrow. Withrow trying to break, spins, and then goes down at about the 20-yard line.
Yeah, it's about the exact same play we started off the half, which is to fake the inside handoff and hit Withrow out in the flat. And similar response, too. Gain of 9. I think we picked up 12 to start the game.
Yeah. So second down and 1.
21-yard line.
21-yard line of Casey County.
Kevin's had a lot of success just coming out of the backfield in the flat. Catches a short pass and then gets a lot of running room with the legs.
It's a long time in the huddle. I don't know if it's a complicated play or what, but we're going to.
Clock's at 5. Now at 3.
Not going to get it off.
No.
You got it 1. Nope.
You would think sitting there staring at it, you would know to go, but in fairness, we said we've been out on this field a lot, but those clocks have been hooked up very long.
Yeah, well, that was something in the huddle because it looked like to me a long explanation for that play. Like I don't know if it's a razzle-dazzle play or whatever, but we had no shot at getting that play off.
Our 5th penalty, 35 yards penalized tonight.
Puts the ball back at the Casey County 26. Spillman, Withrow out to the left. Miley's here on the near side. He goes in motion, and the handoff is to Miley, trying to go around the left side, and he's going to be tackled for a loss back at the 30. Loss of 4.
And that was the jet sweep to the receiver, put him in motion that time. And
he's a little slow getting up.
Well defended that time by Casey County. Loss of about 5 on the play, and Miley is not getting up.
He was shaken up earlier on a short pass play where I think he got hit, maybe his shoulder, upper arm area.
He was trying to get up on his own, but just couldn't do it.
That would be a big loss. He's been played very well tonight, and arguably our fastest player, and they are looking at his knee. I could not tell what happened to him, but it's exactly what Dwayne Miller is looking at. He's looking at the ACL. That's the ACL check.
Try to get a report from Chad Withrow down on the sideline and see what he can find out for us.
Well, it looks like they're looking at his knee right now, his right knee. I'm not right up on top of him, but they're looking at his knee, and he's in some pain. I can't really see his face too well. Yeah, he's in quite a bit of pain laying there, so not a good sign.
That's unfortunate. He made some good catches tonight.
He got bottled up. They strung that out really well and had a gang tackle on him.
That's going to be a tough loss because just tell by looking at how they're looking at him, he's probably not going to be back tonight for sure. And if it's, if it is more serious, could be out for a while.
Caught 6 balls tonight.
Hopefully it's not an ACL. Hopefully it's just a bruise or a twist or a hyperextension. Hyperextended, that's what we're hoping for. And they are helping him up, so he looks like to me he's going to walk off, and that's all positive.
Jay?
Yes.
Looks like that he's not putting much weight on it coming off the field, but they didn't look at his knee too long. They did the test to see about the stability and didn't really say what it was, but he didn't do that very long, so maybe that's a good sign.
All right. So Miley on the sideline now, and we'll have to wait and see who's going to come in to replace him.
He lost a couple on that play. After Gavin's 9-yard pass completion, we've gone backwards. A penalty and then a loss, and we're back to 3rd and 10 after having a 2nd and 1.
Ball is at the 30-yard line. Spillman goes left, and we got trips on the near side. And it's Ford will throw. Intended for Spillman on the left side, incomplete.
Yeah, couldn't tell if that was deflected a little bit, but that was a slant thrown behind Caleb Spillman. I talked to Caleb Spillman's grandmother before the game.
Mm-hmm.
Caleb turns 18 tomorrow, and I believe it's the 18th day of the month of 2018.
That is correct. 18.
How about that? That's what you get for getting out and getting, sources and key information before games.
4th and 10 for the Trojans. 3 receivers on the near side once again. Rolling out Ford in trouble. Trying to get away, and he'll throw it out of bounds.
That's going to be intentional grounding, too.
Nobody close. He got it back to the line of scrimmage, but nobody even close to that vicinity.
Yeah, he was that time flushed to his left, and all the action we had was going right. Really doesn't matter. It was 4th down anyway, right?
That's correct.
And intentional grounding is loss of down anyway.
They'll take the yardage.
.10:04 to play here in the 3rd quarter. It's 26-0 Casey County. Reminding you for all the latest scores and results from middle school to high school sports at Barren County. Log on to barrenschools.com. Click Athletics and then the Sports Report for everything from golf to soccer to volleyball to football.
Cross
middle
country.
school scores, cross country, everything in between.
That's a weird penalty. Loss of down
from the spot.
Spot foul. It's just a 5-yard penalty, but it's a spot foul. It ends up being it's a 19-yard penalty if you really yardage-wise look at it.
That's correct.
So Casey County moving right to left. Has it at their own 49. Austin Campbell, the quarterback, out of the gun. Got Tucker to his left. And he's going to roll out left, and now scrambles, looking across the middle, gets rid of the football. The pass, nobody over there.
That could be
intentional grounding. It is. It's a big penalty for them.
Yeah, that was a good job by the Trojans with some serious rust that time. It looked like it was Wyatt Pedigo among others back there. And that's going to be a huge penalty because it's intentional grounding.
That'll get close back to all the yardage.
Almost a 15-yard loss at least, because 5 yards from the spot, and he was 10 yards in the backfield. That's it's about as punitive of a penalty as you can have.
Yeah, that's almost worse than your holding ones, isn't it?
Yeah, holding's not lost it down. Do you put 5 yards still as a penalty?
Yeah, I mean,
I don't.
Theoretically, I should have put 19 a while ago, but that's never the way we kept it.
Snap to Campbell. Going to hand off to Tucker. Found a hole. 45-50. And now tackled about the 47, maybe the 46-yard line of the Trojans.
Yeah, didn't really want to give up 20 on an inside handoff that time, but we
blitzed, and we blitzed the gap right next to the one he came through, which gave him an even bigger hole.
Gain of 20.
Third down at about, 7, 6?
Got it all back more.
Here's Campbell again. He's going to keep it this time.
Got it.
Working through traffic and takes it down the middle. Stopped at the 25.
Well, the quarterback is not overly quick, but he sure can make some plays that time.
Another 20-yard, maybe 19-yard gain.
That's his 7th carry, 35 yards and a first down.
So that places the football at the Trojan 27-yard line. Campbell out of the gun. Tucker to his left. One wide receiver to the right. And now Campbell looking, got some time, throws it across, and bodied up in the air. And then who was that over there that almost picked it off?
I don't know.
Was that Coots?
28 knocked it up, and then I think Jake Gill might have had a chance at it.
That was had a shot for an interception. It's borderline pass interference, to be honest with you. It looked like to me we may have gotten there a little early, but in high school they tend to let them play a little bit more when it comes to contact than in the college and pros.
Especially when it's 26-0 too.
Second down 10 for the Rebels at the Trojan 27. One wide receiver right. And here's Campbell. He'll hand it off to Tucker, and he's got some room. He'll try to jump over.
That's a penalty.
Yeah.
It was a penalty last year. It's called leaping.
Yep.
It's a stupid penalty. I don't understand why you can't leap, to be honest with you.
Those are your highlights at the college and NFL level, but when you leave your feet like that, that's in high school.
And
Tucker's shaking up.
Automatic penalty.
Yeah, it's going to nullify a first down, or maybe it will be a first down, and it's after the play.
It was not a situation to jump. Usually you do that in the open field. He had somebody in front of him on both sides. There was no way he was going to benefit from that.
Yeah, it's going to be a gain of about 15 on the play.
Tucker's still down, but he's sitting up.
I don't know if it's a cramp or he's legitimately hurt.
It's been an unusual August.
Yes.
A lot of rain and much milder temperatures than you would normally have. I don't think we've had any cramps at all tonight, have we?
No.
Current temperature 77. Now they've moved the rain not to start moving into about 3 or 4 in the morning now.
Well, hopefully we'll be done by then.
I would hope. It was one night we didn't get out here at about 20 till 2.
You're right. That? Yep, that's back to T.J. Sampson days.
It was.
He's walking off. I do think it was a cramp. And I'm not for sure if they didn't pick up the penalty. Because he leaped, but did he leap over anybody? I mean, he kind of jumped, but I don't know if he jumped over anybody.
What's the difference in trying and not being successful versus being successful? It's still the act, right?
Okay, they are marked off.
Yeah.
Maybe the dumbest penalty in history. It's called unsportsmanlike conduct. Jumping over somebody's unsportsmanlike conduct.
I don't agree with that one.
Just
end up with a loss of 1. So
that's incredible. I would think it'd be a first down, and you do it that way. But wow, I don't understand.
You call it unsportsmanlike just because you can't call it anything else?
So jumping over somebody is penalized the same as ramming your head into somebody and throwing them out of bounds. That doesn't make a lot of sense. We don't like leapers in football. Can't leap.
Second down 11. 2 receivers each way. It's Campbell looking. Throws it to the left side. It's complete to Baston. Trying to get away, and he'll be down at the 22.
That was the coverage that time by a kid we hadn't called, number 4 for the Trojans.
Peyton Schartzer.
Gain of 6, I believe, on the play.
Puts the ball down at the 22-yard line. Third down and 6 for the Rebels. There is Campbell.
Screen.
Comes to the left side.
Well defended.
Yep. Good defensive play made.
That was Schwartzer again, I believe, right?
Yes, it was.
That was really well defended.
Loss of about 6, maybe 5.
Schartzer again on the stop. Brings up 4th down and 9.
I believe Peyton is a sophomore, isn't he?
Yes.
No,
Junior. No, I'm sorry.
Junior.
Yeah.
All right, 4th and 9. It'd be nice to get another good hold here.
Uh-huh. And dropping the ball as Campbell picks it back up, going to throw it toward the end zone. Tipped away.
Good coverage again.
Yep.
Yeah, well,
that was Tanner Slagle, I believe.
Well defended.
Down in that left corner.
The only thing the quarterback had trouble with is a snap. He's probably either dropped, whether it's a drop or a low snap, about 3 or 4 times, which throws your timing off. But that time, that was a good stop by the Trojans, but the leaping unsportsmanlike conduct was a big call.
Mm-hmm.
We've only had the ball one time this half.
7:40 left. We're stuck on 26-0.
Yeah, it was 20-0 at the end of the first quarter.
This quarter seems like it's gone slower than any of the rest of them.
Is that Miley in the game over there? 85?
It sure
is.
I
believe it is. He's back in.
Oh, that is tremendous.
We need to get a report from Chad Withrow here in a second. Here's the pass from Johnson. It's going to be complete here on the near side. And that was to
number 9.
It's Chelsea.
That's the best news of the night because I thought that was a possible knee where they were looking at him.
Let's go to Chad Withrow. Chad, you're down on the sideline.
Yes, great news. Dwayne Miller put Jamarcus through some runs. He cut well, no pain, no shifting in his knees. So they told him he was good to go, and back in he is. Great to see.
That's great news. Great news. Sideline reports brought to you by McDonald's. I'm loving it. And here's Johnson. Pass coming to Withrow. Withrow will get it to about the 33, I believe it is.
Gain of 3 on the play. That's Gavin's, 8th reception?
That's correct.
Well, he's racking up the fantasy football stats.
In a PPR, he's doing well.
Points per reception.
3rd down 4.
He's got
Trojans.
8 for 52 to complete that stat line.
Miley, the receiver, out to the left. 3 receivers here on the near side. And here's the snap to Johnson. Johnson's going to fire, and it's going to be picked off at the 45-yard line by Casey County, and they're going to bring it back to about the 31.
Yeah, threw it right to the safety that time. That was it looked like a post deep
Reese Brown
deep slant type pattern right across the middle of the field, and did not see the safety. Cut right in front of it. That's our second turnover. Is that right?
Yes.
1 fumble, 1 interception,
and got another player down for Casey County.
Another cramp.
The fumble led directly to a Casey County score. Next play, they ran it in for about 30 away.
And they're in a similar type. It's hard to keep stopping them when they're getting the ball in this position. 31 of Barren. Got any more scores, Jay Bird?
I don't have anything.
What is going on here?
I'm not sure. Remind you to watch each Thursday night at 6 o'clock for Trojan Talk with Coach Jackson Arnett as we discuss Barren County High football. The show airs on EPB Channel 19, also SCRTC Channel 97, and on BCHS Live, YouTube, Facebook, and Twitter. Players up. Made it to the huddle. 6:11 to play here in the third. It's 26-0 Casey. After that interception, they have the ball on the Trojan 31-yard line. And here is Campbell.
Nothing there.
Kept it and no gain.
That was 74 Cameron Hurt on the tackle. Nice play. And number 12 for the Trojans as well on the tackle. 12 is, I believe, that is Joseph Bradshaw.
Joe Bradshaw.
Joe, he ran the ball a few times last year
Yep.
as a freshman, I believe. He's starting right now on defense.
Here's Campbell. He'll hand it off. This time is to Ammons, number 19. He's 5'11", 230.
Yeah, he's had one carry for a touchdown, 4 yards. He picked up 5 that time. Big kid.
We'll spot it at the 27.
Well, they're good back, Preston Tucker, who went out.
Yeah, they're going to leave Ammons in there.
Yeah, he's over here on the sideline right now. He's not back in the game yet. Looks like he's okay.
Yeah, here's a pitch over to Ammons. Ammons taking it down the near sideline. And
man, he is a low.
He is.
Golly. He's just like a
wide-bodied.
Both him and Johnson are similar, just like a bowling ball going through there.
Yeah, stopped at the 13.
Gain of 12 off the option that time. Quick option pitch.
At the conclusion of every Trojan football game, we'll select a offensive and defensive player of the game. Here's a handoff again to Ammons. He's going to take it right through there, and he'll take it down to about the 6-yard line.
Well, that's kind of showing their diversity of offense right there. They can spread you and throw it, and they can also just pound you. As a gain of 8 on a play.
So they stopped that. Where they put it, at the 7?
Looks like it.
It's going to be 2nd down and 3 from the 7. Snap to Campbell. Another handoff to Ammons. Ammons trying to bust his way through, and did he make it in?
Mark him down.
Mark him at
Just
1.
shy.
Yeah. Looked like to me it was really close. It's a first down nevertheless. It'll be 1st and goal from the inside of the 1.
Ammons scored that touchdown back in the second quarter. The only touchdown they had. And looks like they're determined to make it another one here. And there he goes. This time he's in.
It's his 2nd of the night. He's a really good back. Well, I tell you what, they got 2 backs.
Yeah.
Almond and like I said, they're very similar. Both seniors.
Right.
They will take a big hit next year.
Yes, they will. Nick Wilkerson will step in for the extra point try for Casey County. 32-0 currently, and let's see what. I think it's Brown, the holder. High snap. And
going to be a procedure or an offsides, one of the two.
Offsides against the Trojans.
Offsides, Trojans.
I didn't see that one.
Not much of a penalty. Maybe I move it up a yard. They may not even want to do that. Should be no problem kicking this year with the playing here. I mean, you want to get perfect position each time with the turf.
Snap, holds, down, kick, up, and this one is good for Wilkerson. He is 3 of 5. And it is 33-0. Casey County with 4:12 to play here in the third quarter.
Now, the kicker's name, Jay, is Nick Wilkerson.
That's right.
From Casey County.
From Casey County.
He has to be, more than likely, kin to the former governor from Casey County.
Wallace Wilkerson. Was that Wilkerson or Wilkinson? Wallace Wilkinson or Wallace Wilkerson?
That's a good question. There's no way to figure out in today's modern Google
have to look that up on Google.
And,
could be, there's people that's related.
It may have been Wallace Wilkinson. I don't remember if it's Wilkinson or Wilkerson. It's Wilkinson.
But he was from that area.
Yeah,
right?
Wallace Wilkinson was born and raised in Casey County. So this is Wilkerson rather than Wilkinson. Okay, well, no kin. Well, it could be kin.
That's like Gerald and Gerald's.
That's correct.
When you think of Monroe County folks. All right, 33-0 Casey County.
Now, the claim to fame of Governor Wilkinson from Casey County, don't you?
I'm sorry?
Do you know what he is famous for Kentucky, Governor Wilkinson, when he came into office? In fact, he got elected on this issue.
Yeah. Here's Tyler Bush with a kickoff return. He caught it at the 5. He's going to bring it up. Gets past the 30.
This is
up to 35.
This is Jay Turner and Robert Bauer's political science lesson.
The Kentucky lottery?
That is correct. His issue was the lottery and got that in.
And he got it in. Yep.
Got a few scores while we're waiting to transition if you want to.
Yeah.
South Warren already up, rolling 14-3 over Hoptown just halfway through the first quarter. Greenwood up over Warren Central. Warren Central looks to continue that losing streak that's up to the top of the state.
2 years they have not won, right?
Yeah, 21-6 Greenwood's up. Clinton County's up 28-6 over Fort Knox, and Franklin Simpson's up 20 at the half, 27-7 over E-Town.
Wow. A little payback, right?
John's starting the year off a little rough on his picks.
Wow, listen, I had Clinton over Fort Knox. Now, that wasn't an easy call.
Here's a snap to Johnson, and a handoff coming to Tyler Bush. He got spun around, and we'll go down about the 37-yard line, maybe the 38. He kind of lunged out with the football.
It's his first run tonight. He's been in the backfield a couple times, had a nice interception return, kickoff return, but just his first carry.
So a gain of about, 3? 2-3? And 7.5. 3:35 to play, third period. Trojans down 33-0.
Looks like we got a new offensive lineman in for the Trojans, 78.
78, that is, I don't know who it is. Here we go. It is Zach Johnson busting his way, trying to get the first down, but he's going to be short about a yard.
78's a big tackle.
78's our first mystery player of the year.
Here we go. We're having mystery players already. Well, we have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 players that didn't have jersey numbers.
It'll be third down, 1 to go, Barren County.
Chad, we'll have to check with you and see who can find out 78 down there. Under center is Johnson. He's going to keep it, try to get the quarterback sneak, and I believe he did.
He got it.
Got it across the 45 to the 46. Chad, can you find out who 78 is for us?
I'm working on it.
Okay. Because we don't have him on the roster up here.
I was told that it is Cody Rogers, but I'm not sure that's correct.
Well, we got Cody Rogers listed as 76, but he may have a jersey change. I don't know.
You say 78?
Yeah, 78.
Let me check with Coach Perkins here. He'll know.
1st and 10, Citizens First Bank first down. Johnson looking to throw. Pass is complete. Here on the near side of Chelson.
That's
gained about 2.
Yeah, that's Chelson's third catch of the night, playing that tight end position. Only a gain of about 2.
Hey, Jay?
Yes, Chad?
That is Cody Rogers. So I don't know, maybe he's changed the number.
All right, so he's wearing 78 tonight.
Yes.
Cody Rogers is 5'11". He's 229 and a junior.
I think he's coming off an injury.
Yes, he's been out.
Yeah, he's been out. Yeah, he started the last couple of years, actually.
All right, thank you, Chad, for that sideline report, and we may have some more. Well, we've got 2 76s. Did you see that on the roster there? So maybe Cody's supposed to be 78. We do have 2 76s on the roster. 2nd down and 9. Here's Johnson. He's going to keep it, and he'll pick up maybe a yard. We'll see where they spot it. It was at the 46 or 47-yard line, gets to about the 48 or 49. Put it at the 48. Almost touching the new Trojan head out there in the center of the field. So it's 3rd down at 7. So we come down to a minute to play here in the 3rd period. Withrow and Miley are the wide receivers to the left. And Caleb Spillman's here on the near side. Johnson out of the gun. Dropping back, looking, scrambling now, being chased. He's in trouble. Going to get sacked at the 44-yard line. Be a loss of 4. And it'll bring up 4th down.
Yeah, we had 2 players, Spillman and and Miley on go routes that time, but probably not enough time to make that throw.
We haven't thrown the ball past 20 yards all night, I don't think, have we? Successfully.
Not a lot of attempts. Most of it has been short to intermediate. That would be the last play of the quarter, Jay.
Yep, that'll do it for the third period here from the brand new Trojan Stadium and Trojan Field. Their score, Casey County 33, Barren County nothing. We'll be back with the fourth and final quarter after this break. So you're following the Trojans on 103.7 Nash Icon.
Media Network, or BMN for short, is a network of Barren County High School's three major media outlets: 88.7 FM, Trojan Radio, BCHS Live, and the Trojan Times school newspaper. As a whole, we are determined to provide you with BCHS news, sports, and interest like never before. Check out our weekly newscast broadcasted every Friday from within Barren County High School, or check out our website at barrenschools.com/BMN. From all of us to you, we thank you for your support of all things BCHS.
The Trojan Thread School Spirit Store is the #1 place to find any and all things BCHS, with a wide selection of clothes including hoodies, t-shirts, long-sleeve shirts, and polos, to everyday items including pens, pencils, notebooks, and stickers, to jewelry including earrings, necklaces, bracelets, and wristbands. So stop by the Trojan Thread Store any weekday from 8 a.m. to 11 a.m. or during any home varsity basketball game. The Trojan Thread School Spirit Store, keeping Barren.
And Horse Cave.
And we're going for it, 4th and 12.
And it's Johnson. Looking right. Going to put it in the air. Yeah. The pass is going to be caught by Tyler Bush.
Dropped it.
Did he drop it?
Yep,
I can see it.
Wide open, too. I mean, he got
he was wide open.
The ball was thrown late, and he, our receivers were getting by people that time, and he was open. He had to kind of wait on the pass, but it hit him right in the hands and just dropped it. It had been about a 30-yard gain.
Mm-hmm.
So, those are a couple big plays that, could have been scoring opportunities. The interception that we dropped and could have been a big play, and that would have been an easy first down.
Remind you, you're listening to Trojan Football on 103.7 Nash Icon, WHHT FM, Cave City, Glasgow, on the internet at ESPNKY.com, and also on BCHS Live this evening. Next week, next Friday night, 7 o'clock, we haven't mentioned this, but Allen County, Scottsville.
The Patriots.
Patriots coming to town with Coach Brad Hood and company.
They lost a good quarterback last year.
Yes, they did.
Yeah, but they're very well coached. Their programs, they got a solid program. They'll hit you. I can tell you that.
Yeah.
They play at Dare tomorrow night. Our next two opponents play tomorrow night.
That's correct.
Be a good night to go scout.
Here's Campbell.
Good rush.
And the pass is going to be caught. That's Ammons. Ammons to the 35-yard line of the Trojans.
Yeah, that was a screen play against our blitz, which was a good call. On the pickup of 9 on the play.
They haven't made very many bad play calls tonight.
No, he does a good job. And they have not put Johnson back in Tucker back in the game. I guess he's done it.
Really no need, right? They've got an almost identical kid out there with the Ammons guy.
Yep.
And he's had his success.
I think to be a fullback, you got to be big, because 35 just got it for the first time. He looks like another kind of bowling ball.
Yeah. A.J. Glenn, 5'11", 220.
They've got 3 5'11", 220 kids.
Yeah. He's a senior.
It was a tackle.
It was a senior-dominated team this year.
Tackle that time. I think it was Easton Frazier again.
It'll be 2nd down and 2 for the Rebel. Actually, 3rd and 2, excuse me, at the 36-yard line of the Trojans. And here is Campbell throwing to the left side. Going to be caught at the 30-yard line. And tackle made around the 25.
Yeah, gave him a little bit.
See the number over there.
Too much space on that out route. It's going to be a first down.
Catch was about 34.
34.
Right, gain of 11.
Hayden Baston.
Baston's had a good night.
Mm-hmm.
Made Slagle miss over there. Slagle's a really good open field tackler. That don't happen very often.
12 first downs for Casey County.
First and 10 for the Rebels at the 24. And it's Campbell off the left side again. Pass is going to be caught. Tackle made around the 20.
Almost the exact same.
Gain of 5.
That was Baston again. Coca-Cola scoreboard update. LaRue County beat Marion County tonight 48-0.
Wow. The Hawks.
LaRue's not been bad last.
No, they got a good tradition of football.
Second down and 5 for the Rebels at the Trojan 20. Here's Campbell rolling out to the right. Pass is going to be complete down at the 15-yard line.
Good one-on-one tackle that time by Jackson Coots, I believe.
It's another 5'11", 220 kid. 25. Zach Todd.
Zach Todd, yeah. 5'11", 210, tight end.
Gain of, was that gain of 5 on the play?
Yep, second down and 5. Official time.
It's a first down. I don't think they marked it right.
Oh, okay. They were just.
I was going to say they never moved the mark up.
They must have more 5'11", 210, 220, 230 guys.
Seems like it, don't it?
High school
Several on the
football team
roster.
comes in here.
Campbell will throw deep into the end zone. It is going to be broken up.
Good coverage.
That was Coots that broke it up.
Yeah, we had 3 or 4 people on that corner route that time. Good coverage.
I actually think he picked the wrong guy. I think it was a pump and go to the corner, but if he'd have thrown the underneath route, would have completed it.
Second down and 10. And they've got 35. That's A.J. Glenn in the backfield with Campbell. He's going to throw to the right this time. And the pass is caught. And he's going to go down to about the 16.
Yep. Tackled by 15 for the Trojans.
Mr. Jake Gill.
Jake Gill on the tackle. Gain of, I think, 1 maybe on a play.
Even
maybe nothing.
Maybe nothing. Yeah. Okay.
Well, they're going now. They've got it loss of 1. So it's third down and 11. Johnson, pass going to be thrown, and it's going to be. Did he make it in? I couldn't tell.
Nope. Stepped out about the 5, and there's a late flag that came in from the back judge.
Guess it has to be a illegal block. Pretty good arm by the official. He threw it from the back of the end zone. Usually the back judge is not calling a lot of.
But that was a hold. Usually that's not what he calls, is it?
Nope. He's got the pass and interference and things like that.
This crew hadn't thrown very many flags. They don't throw very many flags. That was one I guess he thought he had to.
Here's another score just in at the end of the first quarter. Glasgow 21, Russellville nothing.
You surprised on that one? Obviously not.
No. I think Glasgow
could be very, very good.
Yes. I don't think they're going to get challenged much. I think Franklin will be a challenge for them. And other than that, I think they'll be a favorite in every game we play.
3rd and 9 for Casey County.
South Warren. I think they play South Warren. They will not be a favorite against them. South Warren may be on the schedule next year. Yeah. If that's next year. So, no, I don't. I think they're going to roll. They're big and fast. And that's pretty good quality in any level, much less 2A.
Decent.
Okay, that's 3rd and 10 on the 15 of the Trojans. Campbell throws. Pass broken up.
Yeah, there's going to be
about the 2-yard line.
I think there's going to be pass interference, perhaps. That's where the flag was thrown. Ball was deflected in the air. We had another chance to get an interception because the ball was kind of floating up there, but it's going to be defensive pass interference on the Trojans. And at most levels of play, that's an automatic first down. But I don't think it is in high school, oddly.
Only automatics are the personal fouls.
So it's actually smart to have defensive pass interference if you don't think you can get there. So it'll be 3rd and 5.
Glasgow does not play South Warren this year.
Okay, it's next year.
So you're right. They don't have much of a challenge.
No. I mean, Bardstown next week, but Bardstown was down last year.
3rd down and 4 at the 8 for Casey. And here's Campbell throwing it to the left, a little wide, incomplete.
You know, our pass coverage for them has not been bad overall tonight, to be honest with you. I mean, gave up 183 yards, I know, but there's been several incompletions too. And other than the long, deep post pattern, they picked up 60-something yards. For the most part, I thought we did a good job with their pass coverage against a good quarterback. 4th and 4 here.
Campbell will hand off.
Got it.
And
that's
he's going
what's
to make it
killed
in.
us right there. Inside handoff. That has just killed us tonight more than anything.
That was Glenn.
A.J. Glenn.
That is their 4th touchdown on the ground.
They've had that running success, and we've had none.
It comes with 8:29 to go in the 4th quarter, and will also
running clock.
Give us the running clock for the remainder of the game. Here's Nick Wilkerson for the extra point try. And it's in the air, and it is good. So Wilkerson's kick will make it now 40-0, Casey County.
So here's the question. I thought you made a very good point, as you always do in the openings. And you said you could compare this game to last year's game to see if we were better than we were last year. It was 50-7 last year, so it's a 3-point difference right now. We haven't put any points on the board. I think our pass coverage is better. There's some things that we definitely need to figure out, though. What do you think?
Yeah, little. You know, I'm not really sure. I do agree. I think our defensive pass coverage is much better. We've really struggled offensively, and have not had any success running the ball at all. And to be honest, we've had trouble getting the ball down the field through the air. Our intermediate passing and short passing has been good. I think Gavin Withrow's played well for us. You know, he's had 8 or 9 catches and things like that. So I think it's a little bit of a mixed bag. You know, Casey County will be one of the better teams that we play this year, especially with Bowling Green and South Warren off the schedule.
Yeah. And they've stacked the box. They've had 5 guys on the line, 2 linebackers, so it's been really difficult to run. So it's left that open for the short intermediate pass. But Allen and teams that we'll play will just kind of crowd the line if we can't show the ability to stretch the field any at all. So, but that's the progress that you go through every year. Just kind of figure out what you got to work on, and hopefully by the 10th game you've made big strides.
Wilkerson will kick off from the 40. And it's going to come to the left side of the field, and it's going to roll out of bounds at about the 5-yard line.
So Trojans will take over at the 35.
8:29 to go. It's 40-0, Casey County. Next Friday night, Allen County Scottsville comes to the new Trojan field.
Mr. Brad Hood.
Yep.
They should be favored against Adair tomorrow, right?
I think they will. I think they will be heavily favored against Adair.
Two receivers on the near side for the Trojans. 2 split out wide to the right. And we've got Dalton Ford in at the quarterback now. Pass knocked up in the air, and Withrow tried to catch it after it was batted up.
We've definitely had a quarterback rotation. They're actually rotating every other series, I believe. Is it?
Pretty close to it.
And the clock is running, so this will be over in 10 minutes.
Right.
Barring an injury.
Right. So the rest of the quarter will go by pretty quick. Got Caleb Spillman. Chelson's in there, and didn't get the other one. 3 receivers on the near side. That's Withrow. Here's a pass going long, and it's intended for Miley.
Miley ran a post, and Dalton Fuller basically threw it down the hash marks.
You got 2 very different quarterbacks. Ford obviously has the arm to throw that. Johnson probably doesn't. So you kind of know what you're getting a little bit defensively, what you have to do and adjust against both quarterback types.
Miley and Withrow, the wide receivers here on the near side. 2 split out wide to the right. Dalton Ford, quarterback, looking. Got plenty of time. Rolling out to the near side. The pass is going to be incomplete, intended for Withrow. At about the 45-yard line.
Tried to drop it in, but there wasn't any space there.
Looks like we're going to punt.
4th down. 6:27, clock running here in the 4th.
I think it's our first punt of the second half.
Zach Johnson's the punter. Casey County Rebel back at the 37-yard line. Calling for fair catch at the 30. Casey County will have it with 6 minutes to play.
And this should probably do it, to be honest with you. Run it. Say run it. I had to run it or throw it. We may not get the ball back.
See if Casey County brings in some new players.
I believe we got a different quarterback. He doesn't look quite as tall as the other one.
Is it number 11?
It sure is.
Elijah Pittman, 5'10", 180.
Actually, he's split out. I'm sorry.
Okay, he's a running back. Going to receive.
He had 18 as a quarterback.
18. That's Coleman Wright, 5'10", 150. He's also a freshman.
11 is the running back.
Yeah, 11 is Pittman. Gain of 2. 2nd down and 8 with 5 minutes to play. And coming to Pittman once again, and he'll take it to the 35.
I think that was Cameron Hurt again. He's made several plays tonight.
3rd down and about 7. Ball on the 35. Wright, quarterback, takes a snap, hands it back off to Pittman.
1st down.
Yep, going to take it to the 43-yard line, maybe the 44.
Gain of 10 on the play. And outside of a turnover or a touchdown, we won't get it back.
Just under 4 minutes to go. Two receivers left, 2 to the near side. Right, quarterback, hands to Pittman, and Pittman struggling to get back to the line of scrimmage.
That was 54 for the Trojans. Wyatt Pedigo on the tackle.
So it'll be 2nd down and 10.
And got a freshman in on the defensive line, 69, Jay.
69, that's Carmelo Francis, 6'1", 265. He's got some size.
Yes, sir.
Out of the shotgun, right. Hands to Pittman. Pittman still trying to go strong. Gets to the 47. Gain of about 4 for Casey County. Just under 3 minutes to play.
I think that was Pedigo again on the tackle. 2:40.
27, Adrian Bragg come in to replace Easton Frazier at middle linebacker there.
Bragg's 5'9" and a sophomore. 3rd and 7 for Casey County. Here's Wright. pitches it out over to Pittman. Pittman bottled up and taken down for a little bit of a loss there, maybe about 2 yards, I guess.
Jericho Pope on the tackle. It's the first time we've called him tonight. He played well last year at times, made some plays.
I think it's the first time he's been in defensively.
Well, that's probably why then. 4th and 9. So we will get it back. 2 minutes.
Got Landon Neal back to receive the punt for Barren County at the 25-yard line. Hammonds is the punter. Gets it away. Takes a bounce, and it's going to roll almost into the end zone.
Right at the 1.
Yep. Minute 24 left. Clock running here in the fourth quarter. Trojans will have it on the 1-yard line.
About 2 plays. Well, that'll be all she wrote if you get 2. Got a whole host of new kids out there.
We try to recognize them as many as we can, and of course under minute to play it may be hard to get them all in there. The Trojans have it on the 1-yard line, and this will be the last play right here. They try to get it out to the 3, I think.
17 was the quarterback.
That's Bowie.
17, Jamison Bowie, 5'10" freshman. I'll try one more play.
Nope.
Still in the huddle.
Don't think so. Coach Jackson
telling him to come off.
Yeah. That's it.
That's going to be it. Casey County will win the ball game 40-0 over Barren County tonight, as Casey County will start the season at 1-0. And Barren County will drop to 0-1 to start the season. We'll come back with the post-game report brought to you by Zaxby's of Glasgow. Head to Zaxby's after the game. Zaxby's on Happy Valley Road. 40-0 Casey County. You're following the Trojans on 103.7 Nash Icon.